the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it cheap. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. What's going on? Dwayne Styles, salute to you, man. Anthony, salute to you, big dog. Appreciate y'all for sliding through. Yeah, man, it's another like the other one. Same suit got to be reheated, man. We just trying to make it work, trying to make some shake, man, and give y'all this boxing news, get a little boxing talk in, man, argue a little bit, and things like that. So, man, my StreamYard didn't work earlier today, man. I tried to make it way earlier, but it didn't go through. So I'm kind of like, fuck. So now I got kind of like start over. So hopefully, some of the homies can jump in and be a part of the show. Man, I'm looking forward to this weekend though, man. We getting closer and closer to fight night. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow's the weigh in. I'm looking forward to seeing how everybody's gonna look and things like that, man. And what's up, bro?
Yo, Kyle, what up, dude?
Tony, where the hell you been at, Tony?
Huh?
I said, where you been at, man? You ain't hopped on the panel in a minute.
No, I hopped on last night. I thought
that was this morning. You hopped on this morning.
Yeah. No, I watch other channels to make sure I get everything, like every other perspective and stuff like that, to see what they say and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to be stuck to one channel and get like. I like being open-minded and listening to everybody before I decide who I can trust with boxing information and stuff like that. So hey, I want your thoughts. What are your? Do you think it's a mistake for AJ to go with Roy Jones because he had a legend, Hall of Famer in his camp before? Do you really think it's going to work this time? He didn't listen to Lennox the first time. What makes us think he's going to listen to Roy Jones?
Well, you said Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, Joshua, AJ.
When did he have Lennox Lewis in this corner?
When he started his career, Lennox was in his training camp training him. He wasn't in the corner, but he was training him when he would train for his fights and stuff like that. But he got into huge arguments. He got in a huge argument with him and kicked Lennox out of his camp and stuff like his. He wasn't in his corners for the fights, but he would train him he would train with him at the gym. He was training him at the gym and stuff like that in London.
Yo,
Max, what's up, dude?
What's good, big dog? Race. Women are lesser athletes. What's good?
Oh, good Lord. Let's not start this bullshit again.
Yeah, boy. You know what's up.
No, but what I was asking, Kyle, what are your thoughts on AJ partnering up with Roy Jones? Do you think it's a mistake because he had a Hall of Famer in his camp before, and he got in a huge dust up with him because Lennox wouldn't be a yes man telling him he would give him the correct critiques and AJ would get mad at him. You really think it's a if it didn't work the first time, what makes you think it's going to work the second time?
Okay, he took 2 losses.
You think the way he's acting doesn't seem like he's humble, AJ? Really? Like you really think these losses humbled AJ?
I mean,
No, I think he's panicking and scrambling. That's why he keeps switching cants, man. He's just hoping that it's gonna be like one dude that's gonna cure everything. It's not gonna happen.
Big old 581. Taylor Bell, salute to y'all boys.
Yeah, no, and I said this one when he first, dude. People thought I was nuts. I said this multiple times, Kyle. It was a mistake for him to go with Robert Garcia. Robert never had an experience training heavyweights. That style really.
He looked better though.
No, but that come forward style really is not really conducive to the heavyweights because they're better in short spurts. They're not really looking to have a high punch output and stuff like that. Usyk is a rare breed. Usyk is a rare breed in terms of a heavyweight chain like a Tyson where they tend to have they throw a lot of punches and stuff like that. AJ, Tyson Fury, and Deontay, that's really not conducive to the way they fight. They're looking for the big shot instead of throwing multiple punches and stuff like that. Max, you agree? Like that, the come forward style and the high punch output is not really conducive to the heavyweight division when you look at it.
I mean, I think it can be if you're landing the punches because they don't take many punches in the heavyweight division. But if you're not landing shit, you're gonna tire out and fatigue quicker, and then it's gonna be an ugly.
No, because the heavyweights are known to not have. The heavyweights in this generation we're really known to have great gas tanks. That's what I'm worried about because you saw it with Andy Garcia and Andy Ruiz. You saw it with Luis Ortiz. Deontay doesn't really have a great gas tank. Neither does AJ, and neither does Tyson Fury. Really, do you agree? Do you agree with that, Kyle? When you look at those 4 guys, they really don't, and AJ specifically, you don't see them having a great gas tank.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
His psyche's messed up. His psyche is messed up after the 2 dominating losses he has against.
I think he should have just stayed. He should have just stayed in Vegas and worked out of Vegas.
I think honestly, I said this one. I first heard him going with trying to find. He should have gone with either Sugar Hill or Ronnie Shields, guys who has experience training the heavyweight division and stuff like that. But he wanted to be smart about it and chose a guy that really doesn't have a great track record with the division and stuff like that. Robert Garcia is more known for the lighter divisions from like 118, 112 to like 150. What is it called? 140. Like that's the divisions he has a better track record. He doesn't really have a great track record with heavyweights, and heavyweights tend to be very finicky, they're prima donna. Heavyweights can be prima donnas when it comes to training. They don't want. The perfect example is Deontay. Deontay tended to get. That's why he left Mark. He let Mark Brino walk because Mark was correcting him, and he didn't want to be. He wanted a yes man in his corner. He didn't want someone to correct him and stuff like that.
Hold on, real quick, y'all.
This is my bike, sir. You just stole my bike.
I didn't steal this. I just saw it here. Oh,
Steph, what up, brother?
Yo, Steph.
Yeah. Play it again.
No. Let's do that.
None of you motherfuckers don't care enough about a brother to even just see what's going on in a nigga life. Sometimes a nigga need a hug or something, you know what I'm saying?
You need a hug or something. Oh
Hey, Steph,
man.
what up?
Yeah, that motherfucker probably just getting his last couple strokes in right now for his pre-bed nut. You know what I'm saying? Now that gotta go. You gotta lay it down. Time to go Mimi's. Yo, I'm ready for this trip, Kyle. Don't disappoint me.
Steph, unmute your mic, man. Golly.
He's taking a stand, fool. He's taking a knee right now, dog.
All right, I'm gonna take him on the show.
Man,
I'm here. I'm here.
there you go.
Stuff my face with ice cream. What's up?
Little Bass Reeves.
What are your thoughts on what we were talking about earlier with AJ partnering up with?
I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas.
About him partnering up with Roy Jones Jr.
That's his trainer?
Huh?
That's his trainer?
Yeah. Roy Jones is going to be part of his training camp and help training him and stuff like that.
Hey, we got another intro coming in, guys.
The ambiguity that I feel never justifies itself. There's always the pungent odor of life's constipation that surreptitiously conflicts with the detrimental instability hitherto 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
2468. Who do we appreciate?
What's up, B-Dub?
Salute to everybody, man.
How's your tooth? How's the dental shit? You feeling better?
It's all right, but you know, just a bunch of blood and saliva, but I'll make it. The only reason I'm up now,
you on Jello and applesauce?
nah, man, I just ate real big this morning, and I'm probably gonna just fast for the next couple days.
There you go, my brother.
I'm not gonna eat nothing, but I want to say two things. Nas just dropped Nas album of the year, King's Disease 3. And also, I want to say, Minister Farrakhan came out and defended Kyrie and Kanye like I ain't never seen before. So I'm having a beautiful day. Other than my mouth is raggedy, and I have I have a lot of pain, and I'm about $5,000 lighter because that's how much it cost me when I walked into the dentist office this morning.
Yeah,
Did you actually take your wisdom teeth
went to
out?
Mexico.
No, what happened was I've been getting implants in my front teeth, so I was going back to see how the implants had healed to see if I could do the so they can put the crowns in. We could do the impressions for the crowns. But what happened is I had another tooth in the back of my mouth, a molar that was bothering me, that I thought that they was probably gonna, put a filling in. Man, they said that tooth is raggedy as hell and we can't even fix it. We snatching it out. So I got to get another implant. So I got 3 implants I'm getting in my mouth in a couple weeks, and then after that I'll get I think I need 5 more.
You need to go to Mexico, bro. You in Texas, might as well hop that border, get it done cheap.
Next, I'm $20,000 in cash right now. I swear to God.
God damn, dog.
Yes.
All that to eat bean pies?
Hey man, people like this smile. When you see me out.
Hey, what you're not gonna do is disrespect bean pies on this here platform.
Man, bean pies do not taste good, bro.
Yes, they do.
What?
That nigga, he got the game fucked up, bro. Hold on.
You need to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you little prick. Shut your stupid ass up.
I would ask America, do not attach any association of this to me whatsoever. I have nothing to do with such idiocy, such blasphemy, such ridiculous nonsense. This is so disrespectful. It really, really is.
This is a sick Negro. You need to leave that dope alone.
You haven't. So
He need to leave that dope alone.
He don't feel shit because he coked up all the motherfucking time.
Regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call
hey,
me boy.
Don't finish. I told you.
How you gonna unload the clip on me, man? God damn.
You got the game fucked up. That's why.
He don't know, Kyle. You
Oliver.
Bring me back 2 bean pies and a pork chop sandwich.
He don't know, Kyle. He probably never had a bean pie before.
I
you
have, bro. When I used to live in San Diego, there used to be hella, I guess you could say brothers, I guess, nation dudes out there selling bean pies and oils and shit all the time.
Bro, they probably didn't make them right, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Every bean pie I ever had in my life been good, nigga.
What is a bean pie? I've never heard of that before.
So it's made out of a navy bean, and they whip it up, man. Something nice. I wish Carlton Muhammad was on, so he could really tell you how it go, because that's how me and him met. Me and Carlton Muhammad met on my quest to find bean pies for the holidays one year. I wanted to get back into my bean pie spirit, and it led me to Carlton Muhammad. So.
It's bean pie spirit, though.
Yeah, I try to get a bean
man,
pie.
I was on a quest, bro. Brandon, remember that shit? Brandon,
I look for a bean pie.
Hey, Brandon, I know you remember that year, bro, when I was talking about bean pies.
I
bro.
do.
I was on a quest for greatness and world domination. You know what I'm saying? It was bean pie or nothing. So now every year, everybody want me to bring bean pies. Everybody be like, hey, man, you bring the bean pies? You damn skippy.
Yeah,
I get the baby ones, man. I don't get the big ass like big pie. I get the baby ones. The baby ones are so wait.
Oh no, I get the big one, Kyle, because my family like them. So
no,
I mean,
but if you got to see, you ain't never see. Thing is, when you fuck across to Muhammad and them, you get you a dozen.
We got them too.
Yeah, see, I never knew that. I never knew they came in big sizes. I've only spoke with the little sizes.
I bet you y'all ain't got no bean cake though. We eating bean cake down here.
Yeah, hey, listen, I tell Carlton, amazing wife, to go ahead and make one.
She know how it's a Nation of Islam thing. Tell her to make you a bean cake. It's a Nation of Islam thing. Trust me, she'll make you a bean cake.
L-Dub, my motherfucking dog, man. I see you this weekend, man. We live and direct from Jennebeck.
Where you going? Where y'all going?
Yeah, I made that round. We going to
where y'all going?
Going to the Jennebeck fight, man.
Where that's at?
That's in Vegas, man. Oh shit! Hold on, man. Everybody, stop what you're doing, bro. I gotta find some type of drop. You know what I'm saying? I got to find some type of drop. Hold on.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Oh man!
Oh shit!
Oh man! Hold on,
man. Active.
Stop, man! Oh shit!
Shit, what's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, what the fuck is up, man? God damn!
Y'all can hear me?
The most legendary, the worldwide leader in boxing news himself. If you ain't following L-Dub, you a fucking idiot. Get your shit together. L-Dub, what's up with it, bro?
What's good with you, bro? How you doing, man? The panel, salute to y'all, man. What's going on?
What's good? Ready for LA, dog?
What up, L-Dub?
What's up with you, bro? Yeah, I'm ready, bro. I'll be out there in Vegas Saturday afternoon. Then yeah, I'm going to the Prograde shit too.
Nice. L-Dub, you active tonight, man. You're in Twitter, and now you're over here. That's words.
Yeah,
man.
you know, I want to show love, man, to people who show me love. So yeah, let me come through. It's long.
Be well, sir. I'm excited. I'll see you in LA. I'll see you with Prograde.
Wait a minute. When did everybody plan to go to LA? When did I miss this? What's happening?
Bro, you've been under a fucking rock. That's what you've been doing.
For real. We've been talking about this for probably a month.
Hey, Plymouth Rock did it, like
that's hilarious. Nick, that's hilarious.
Probably.
Nick.
Yo, Max, you crazy.
Hey,
yeah, bro. Hey, y'all bring y'all jackets out there now. Hey, bring that jacket out there. Make sure y'all head on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? LA, you know, it's different.
Nah, I don't want to go to LA.
You know what I'm saying? Just go to A to B. You straight. You know what I'm saying? You can go do your thing, but we're gonna have a good time though.
No.
But definitely bring your jacket though, because it's gonna be all.
No, that's cool.
You from the NO?
Nah, I'm from Virginia originally. I just live out here in Cali.
I'm from Virginia. What ain't shit to do but cook.
Yes, sir.
Didn't I think I met you, L Dub, at the Spence fight in Dallas at the Ugas fight?
Nah, I wasn't even out there. Nope.
Okay.
Wow, you didn't go, El? Oh, you didn't, El.
I could have sworn. Who was that we met, Kyle?
Everybody but L Dub damn near.
God damn, Brandon, not all black people look the same, man. Stop with the stereotype.
Boy, you was getting them off today, and they funny.
I was gonna say, L Dub, if you were there, you would have probably said what up to the chicken talker as well.
Hey, Brandon, we've been getting on Mex all day. We've been getting on him for the last 2 days, all day though.
I don't give a fuck. It's America.
Mex been missing me. That's all it is. Mex been needing.
Oh, what's up, Pura? I didn't see you sneak through the back. What the fuck? What up, man?
Salute, fellas. Salute.
Pura, what up?
Puro
What up?
What's good, bro?
Pura, you gotta stop participating. You gotta stop participating in the big fish slaughters, man. They just jealous of the big fish. You gotta stop participating in that. Let them have that, man. Big fish all day.
Hey, I haven't winning the fight if it ever happens.
Hey, Brandon. All right. He'll be back shortly.
You're so whack. Oh my gosh. Man.
Hey, Steph, you want some too?
Hey man, you better not. You better fuck, man.
This is my show. I do what the hell I want on my show.
Damn.
See you guys later.
Who else wants some of Depot?
I see Leon out there. Got his credentials and everything. You see him?
Yeah. I talked to Leon this morning.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Hey, listen, you know me, man. You know how I live my life, man. You know, I don't really give a damn about the credentials.
Hey, I seen Lalo ran into some funk with Talk Rank. What happened?
Yeah, over that, you know, that credential shit. But the thing that I be telling this is the thing I always tell L Dub, I tell Lalo, I tell Leon, I always tell them, like, bro, we really them niggas. Like, Matt, you saw how we get down. Like,
I did.
We really them niggas, and I be telling them, like, bro, we don't need these niggas and their credentials, bro. We really them niggas on our own, bro. Like, we done so much on our own that we really don't need them credentials. And I was telling Lalo, like, bro, it don't fucking matter if they give you one or not, because every boxer already know you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you gotta go and do some extra shit. We already them niggas already. Like, bro, on my life, bro. The nigga L Dub told a nigga who he was fighting before the nigga manager told him who he was fighting, bro.
Damn.
He told a manager, nigga, what they was finna do before they even knew what they was finna do. It was like, damn,
L Dub, you the feds?
Back. I said,
nah, I ain't no feds. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, inform everybody what's going on and shit. Cause they be too slow with this boxing news, so I get that shit myself. I don't like waiting on nobody.
And let me tell you something. I tell LW this all the time, and he'll tell you. I tell this nigga this all the time. I say, bro, why don't you just put it out there, like do like hella videos like how everybody do.
He does. Like, I watch that shit in the mornings.
I'm telling you, because I tell him this all the time. He be like, bro, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I do it for my people. I do it for people that support me. If they ain't around, then fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel him. But I be like, damn, because L Dub really could be rich right now. He could really be up. You know what I'm saying? Because he already get all the information before everybody else do. I've seen this shit, bro. Like, the nigga here hit me like, hey, call such and such for me, bro. See if they fighting this person. Then I hit the nigga back like, oh shit, they is.
But I bet you he didn't have no information on the big fish fighting. I got to say that.
Oh damn, right.
Nah, I have some, but shit.
Do you dub?
You
I don't got no more.
L Dub, don't say no names, L Dub. I don't want to have to. I don't want to.
No, we ain't talking about him. We talking about you know who. But
nah, we good. We ain't want to talk about that shit.
No, Dub.
Who's Jake Paul fighting next, L Dub? That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Stop.
Yeah.
Special guest, and you guys are talking about him. Stop.
Boy, Jake.
Got me on that.
Stop. But Dub, sir, like, can you pick your brain. Can you give me some names on who Errol could be fighting besides Keith?
No, you know you ain't supposed to say that name.
Oh,
Fam.
man.
Gotta get you up out of there.
See, I didn't even say it. I use nicknames and I can't win. I'm using.
Since you want to whine, you can go too. Since you want to whine all over the goddamn place,
You
Brandon.
put Mex on too? Mex didn't even say nothing, did he?
Nah, Mex fell off on accident. He
Okay.
Yeah. My shit was an accident. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Well, fuck Mex too then. Shit.
Man, we talking about that.
Damn, what I do, Pinky?
That Benavidez Plant or Tony Harrison and Fandora. Those two right there. Those two.
Man, you just deflected that.
I hope
gotta
they make Tony Harrison and Fandora, man.
Do you have a date and venue already for that Benavidez Plant?
That's what I was gonna ask you, L-Dub.
Vegas. That's Vegas. That's Vegas.
That's Vegas. That's March 18th.
March 18th.
Oh,
in Vegas?
okay.
Cool.
Damn. Like that?
Yeah, so the Nevada gonna have a meeting next week, and PBC they already got the first 3 dates for MGM. January 7th, the 28th, and February the 4th. And then they're gonna ask to get March 18th, Cinco de Mayo weekend, and then Mexican Independence in September. So they're trying to get 3 more dates and lock it in. So the first, that March 18th, that's looking like Benavidez and Plant.
That's word. Who do you got in that fight?
I like Benavidez.
Okay.
It's all right.
I like him late, but I think Plant got this newfound, I like his newfound power, and I think he can be able to outbox him early. But I think Benavidez probably wear him down the stretch.
Right. Exactly how I see it too, sir.
I like Caleb Plant with Breadman, bro. Like
I do too.
I always when somebody ends up with a good trainer that's already good already that just need to get fine tuned. I always get like higher on them. But Benavidez is a fucking monster though, bro.
So what dates you think, L-Dub? What dates you think we looking for that guy out of Texas?
Jamel Charlo, January 28th.
No.
Yeah, we know that one already. That one's known.
There's a loose fish flopping around.
There's a lot of loose fish out there, man.
February the 4th for that one though.
Oh wow.
We'll see though, man. It's PBC gotta come with some good shit though, because this last half of the year been kind of slim. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something about that.
They're gonna franchise everybody.
They gotta share the wealth.
Right. But look,
Kyle, get out. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. He has been. Kyle is like a PBC. Like he doesn't like the PBC, man. He doesn't like the PBC. And you know what he told me? No, hang on, Brand. You know what he told me one time, Brand? I mean, Dub. He told me that I was working for them. That's what he told me. I was like, dog, I wish I were.
L-Dub, keep it a buck. I've only questioned you one time, right? My whole time knowing you. I only questioned you. I only went against you one time and one time only. Am I lying?
Yeah.
What was that one time? You can say the names. You can go ahead. What was the one time?
The one that we ain't getting.
And I kept and listen, L-Dub was mad at me for like a couple days, man. Because that's the only time I ever said, like, nah, I don't know, bro. I don't believe it. He's like, nigga, you don't believe me, nigga? What you mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I can't see it happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Bud Duck. Oh, excuse me.
See, here we go. All right, Brandon, we'll see you in a second.
Listen.
What's
No. I want to get back to my question, Dub. Yeah, more on that later. We'll come back on that. But
wait, hold on real quick. I gotta address my good friend Dr. Reggie Owens. First of all, nigga, I didn't like PBC first, nigga. I was saying the PBC was full of shit way before Fred said that it's full of shit. And I called this Errol Spence Bud Crawford fight not happening for a long time. That's why we stopped talking about it on my channel. But I digress.
Wait, okay.
No,
before I ask you, Dub,
you was not PBC hating until you got with Fred. We can go check the old videos, Kyle. You know how we used to do.
Check the tape, because when I started interviewing fighters that I was cool with, and I started understanding what was going on, I started being like, oh, okay, so now I see what the fuck is up.
But you never dissed the PBC. We can play the tape, even on the barbershop, Kyle. We all came up together.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We all teammates, Kyle. Come on now.
Wait. Hang on, Brand. Wait, because okay. The question for you, Kyle. So, like, because fighters are, you know, I was gonna say indispensable, but like they're in and out, and you've heard some experiences. That's why you don't like the PBC.
So listen, I got
no.
I'm gonna explain everything to you though, bro. First and foremost, I got a couple homeboys that are fighters for the PBC, right? And they got done wrong, and they still getting done wrong, right? Like to this day, they're getting done wrong. So I started to realize if you're not a certain person on the PBC, they really don't give a fuck about what you got going on. And what started really pissing me off was they wanted the black fighters to carry a whole fucking card by themselves, but then they give the Mexican fighters, they give them all the backup in the world to have a successful event. And I felt like, and I've been said that. Because Earl Spence always
said, you just started this shit.
Hang on, Brand.
Nigga, no, I
didn't.
Nigga, you can play it back. Because I was saying that, nigga, I've been saying this since they had the last good card that the PBC had was Earl Spence versus Sean Porter. That was the last good one where we had David Benavidez, Anthony Durrell on the co-main event. You had the Mario Barrios and shit like that. I've been said this shit. So I don't know why people keep saying I waited on Fred. I was saying this shit before Fred because Fred was still holding on to his relationship with Sam Watson. That's what I'm trying. That's how I know I was saying it before Fred, because Fred was still holding on to his relationship with Sam Watson. That's why he wouldn't come out and say shit. But I was saying the shit in the last straw with Fred is when he started saying shit was the Juneteenth shit, and that was
when he lost his credentials.
Oh, hold on, real quick, bro. Go ahead and read that for the people, Brandon.
Nah, Kyle been talking shit about PBC before Fred. Fred was trying to convince Kyle that the PBC was good people. That's not true.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Kevin. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Love and support, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this, Kyle. Once that show began to shift over there and DB left, that's when all this PBC shit. And after that Juneteenth card, also with that dude losing his credentials, that's when all the PBC hated started. Before then,
he lost his credentials during the
yeah, but he started making hella videos. But what I'm trying to say is all this PBC hate and anti-Al Haymon propaganda is really only coming from one. It's only coming from one dude right now. Every day you see this dude make a video about Al Haymon. So what I'm trying to say is that you wasn't on this shit like this, Kyle. And not only that, your channel, what you didn't even start talking on certain subjects. We just used to laugh and trip out on comedy and talk about boxing also. But that was Fred dumbass driving these stupid ass narratives.
Nah, nigga. What I'm telling you, I'm the first nigga that said something about the fucking PBC.
Okay, Kyle. Okay. I get it. Okay. I don't.
But y'all don't get shit. Kyle trying to tell y'all motherfuckers you're the first one.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, okay, great. But okay, let me just say this because I want to get to my man. I haven't forgot my question for Dub, but fucking Kyle, like that's cool, man. I have no beef with you. You know, knowing what you know about the PBC, that's fine. I just would say to you, I would just say, look,
I don't want to take the bad with the good. I don't want to take the ugly.
No. I'm not. What I was gonna say right then and there was just, look, man, like nothing in this world is free, and everyone is crossing everybody. All these promotional companies, all these boxing stables. There's so much, and then you know, I don't think you can really argue with that one. But like, what are who are some top, you know, besides the normal faces we're familiar seeing? Give me some other black boxers on the PBC. Yeah.
That what?
Like, who aren't getting shine?
I mean, I can name you hella fighters.
Go ahead.
Russell didn't fight for 2 fucking years, my boy.
Who?
Gary Russell didn't fight for like
No.
2 years.
He's a familiar face. Give me some other people.
Gary Russell was marketed and familiar. Keep going.
Who do y'all want me to? Who do y'all want me
Just
to name for y'all?
no, just some black fighters who we don't know because, like I said, other people besides familiar faces.
Duran Price.
Who?
Duran Price.
Okay, I do know who that is. But go. There's one.
Where are we going with this?
Because Kyle, you acting as though the PBC has been abusing fighters, and not only that, and that's the reason why you saying you don't like them, and also because of the inactivity of the fighters. Name
of black fighters, you say.
Right.
So I just asked you who the black fighters.
You can name 1,000 black fighters that haven't fought in a whole fucking year.
Go ahead. We got like 12 hours on this fucking stream. Let's go.
Nigga.
Yo, we finna kill that Fred. You finna stop drinking that Fred Kool-Aid.
First of all, nigga, that's my Kool-Aid, nigga.
Damn.
It's fucking flat, bro. That shit sucks.
Let me tell you something, Brandon. That's my motherfucking Kool-Aid. Fred just handed me the goddamn sugar, nigga.
Hey, Kyle's got them diabetes Kool-Aid, man.
Absolutely. I mean,
J-Rock just fought Kevin. J-Rock just fought, buddy.
Jared Hurd ain't fought.
Jared Hurd is going through many things in his life over the last 18 months.
Hey, it's all coincidences.
Jared Hurd went on a goddamn fight right now.
I said 18 months, and he's lost twice in 18 months. So whatever, going through some shit. Keep going.
Going through what, bro?
Tell him, Steph.
You just keep going, and you just keep telling me familiar names. You're telling me, look at him. He wants to talk about the fight. No, keep going.
I just said Jared Hurd. J-Rock.
He's a familiar face. J-Rock just fought just this past 2 weekends.
Bro, he had 2 years off, bro.
Son, because he lost twice. Brutally, too.
He lost once, bro.
Whatever.
And he really won that.
Another familiar face who's got TV time and is a former unified champion. Keep going.
Tell him, Steph.
Keep going.
Bro, who do you
want
me to
none of those dudes are known like that.
Who do you want me to name, though?
Stop, Max.
I mean,
dude, none of those dudes are known to casuals, bro.
Max, stop.
You have to follow boxing to know these
Stick with Jake Paul, dog. We're talking about the black guys.
See what it is. See what Steph is doing is trying to get y'all echo chamber that y'all have over there with y'all in the barbershop.
You said to me that I can't name familiar faces that haven't fought.
Wait, say that again.
Where are we going? Because
oh man, keep going with the names, man.
I can't name familiar faces though.
No, I said no. I said do not to name the guys who. No, I said do not name the guys who we're familiar with already. Everyone who you've mentioned, very familiar with. Everyone on this panel is familiar with them.
Fans.
Everyone. Doesn't matter. I asked for the guys who. No, listen. No, listen. Hang on. I said name the guys who aren't getting shine, and you named everyone who's gotten shine majorly. Stop.
Challenge that weak ass shit that they be talking about in the barbershop. Stop thinking that cool.
Hold on. So you telling me Gary Russell got the shine that he deserves?
Bro, before he lost, he had never lost for like years.
Hold on.
Stop. And he's a champion.
He was out the ring. Hold on. He was out the ring for 2 years, and he could not get the Leo Santa Cruz fight, bro. What are you talking about? He could not get the Leo Santa Cruz fight.
What that got to do with you? What that got to do with
tank fight? He didn't get the tank fight neither.
Did he get the Lomachenko fight?
Nigga, Lomachenko wasn't that dude yet.
That's not what I asked you. Did he get the Lomachenko fight?
We just didn't get a mega fight. How about that?
When he went into the biggest fight in his career, he fucking lost. He fucking lost.
You're making up excuses, bro.
No, you're making up excuses because you wanna be part of this PBC.
Hold on. I'm gonna just say this. Duran Price beat everybody that they didn't want him to beat, and he still hasn't got to the level in which he deserves.
There's a lot of people like that, black and non-black. Stop the cap,
bro.
Stop the cap,
bro.
Pure cap.
See what it is?
Pure cap. All cap.
It's easy to hate on the black man. It's easy because he don't speak out for himself, and then you got a bird like Fred always running his mouth. So it's easy to do that.
What do you mean, bro?
You know who's one of my favorite fighters and he gets no shine? Wait, Kyle, let me say this. You know who I love and he gets no shine? Kenny Sims Jr., bro. I can't wait. I'm sorry. I know that. But he doesn't get the shine that I think he deserves. He's one of my favorite fighters, bro. Shout out to the ringside. Fucking, I want to see him and Antoine go at it. That's my mythical fight. But back to the subject. Fucking, you over here capping and shit. Damn.
What it is, they can't defend them weak ass talking points because they don't
can't,
have.
man. That shit is weak.
Hold on, real quick. I got something for you niggas though, because since y'all want to tape for out,
wait, that's all he's got.
Okay, now listen. All they ever do is put their hopes and dreams on the backs of black fighters, bro. You can't name me a
shit. Hold on. That's the point. What are you talking about?
Nigga, let me finish. You can't name
Mic check.
What's
up, man?
You can't name a great undercard that Errol Spence has had that he hadn't had to carry. You can't name me one. You can't name me one that he didn't have to carry, bro.
Okay.
You can't name me one.
Okay, so what? I don't care. That's fine. It's a bummer. So
I'll come and see the main event, baby.
But you know what? I thought that was a good undercard. I wish I was fucking there. You were there.
He was sitting next to me. He was jumping up and down like a little girl, talking about how Gamboa. He was steadily saying Gamboa gonna knock him out. Gamboa's still in there. That was him.
Yo, Gamboa was shining, but he put his hands down like an idiot and got stocked in the face.
He sat next to me.
This is what I'm telling you. This is
I'm very well listening. Go ahead.
And I want you to hear me. And I want you to hear me fucking good. All right. I want you to hear me fucking good. All right. Check this out. All right. You ready for this?
Yeah, we ready. Nigga.
Understand this. Errol Spence has
Big fish.
the PBC on his fucking back.
No shit.
Okay, nigga.
Okay.
Before him, it was Danny Garcia. And before him, it was Keith Thurman. And before him, it was Abner Maris. And before him,
hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with.
Hey, yo, my G.
So listen. Let me explain something to you though. So you make Errol Spence carry the whole fucking company with lackluster fucking undercards, and then when it's time for him to get a big fight, he doesn't get it. Then they blame the guy that gave him a whole.
Wait, Brand, don't get swooned in that. Don't get swooned in that. Brand, don't get swooned in that.
I just want to say, hold on. Let me say this though. Let me.
Oh my goodness.
Let me say something to you, nigga.
EJ didn't get the
It's his show. It's his show, everybody. So
let me drop a bomb on you, sorry motherfuckers.
Hey, we gotta take
call me a mother effer right now.
How many times did Floyd Mayweather fight a year?
He carried him. What are you talking about?
How many times?
Stop the cap, man.
How many times the nigga?
Gosh,
I'm asking a question, bro. You going away from the question?
No, man, you're capping hard, bro.
Floyd has fought 15 times in 1 year before.
Man, you capping, bro.
Hold up, Kyle. Kyle. Wait a minute. Kyle, I want to address you for a second. I want to address the whole panel because, you know, every time Fred having one of those conversations, I always miss them when they be on the Al Heyman stuff. But I always, so I call Kyle and I fuck with Kyle about the shit sometimes. But look here, from 2018 to 2022, Bud Crawford has fought once a year. Did you know that?
Dog, I really can't talk about that guy right now. I don't even want to talk about him.
I'm just saying.
Man, I don't
just saying.
He's making his point. Top rank versus PBC. Make your point, brother.
The point I'm trying to make is that the bigger the fighters are, they get these big ass purses. There a lot of times they don't. First off, when you fight with the PBC, you fight who the fuck you want to fight. You don't have to take a fight. You're your own promoter. If that guy call you up and say, "Hey,
that's not true."
What? It is true. You don't have to fight. Then why the fuck you think Keith Thurman ain't fighting Boots? They like, "Hey, you want to fight Boots?" Hell no, I ain't fighting Boots. You can say no. They're their own promoter. You know what I'm saying? PBC, Al Heyman is not a promoter. He uses other promoters. These fighters promote themselves. They use other promoters, and he get a lot of unfair criticism because he has put more money in these black boxers' pockets than anybody in the history of fucking boxers. He has made more rich boxers than it has ever been at any time in history.
That's not
and
true.
he getting
That's not true neither. But go ahead.
And he getting shitted on because one guy he getting shitted on.
That is true.
He getting shitted on because one guy, I ain't gonna even call his name. He got his feelings hurt because he got his credentials took, and he been on a fucking warpath against this man since then. I'm not saying that Al Heyman.
He got the credentials took in 2018. He didn't start talking crazy about the PBC until like 2020, maybe 21.
But he was sneak dissing before then. Yes, he was. The pussy was sneak dissing before then.
Let me finish what I was trying, because you're gonna kill my thought. What I was trying to say is that once that happened, dude went on the rampage. I'm not saying PBC does everything right. I'm not saying Bob Arum does everything right. I'm not, but man, hey man, this is boxing. We're not really don't care about what goes on up in the top in the front offices at these companies. We want to see good fights. I don't want to tear Al Heyman down. I don't want to tear Bob Arum down. I don't even want to tear down the cocaine sniffing, ass fist fucking what's that motherfucker? That Mexican, De La Hoya. Hey, hey man, I don't care. You know, they do their business. You sign the contract. That's the business that you do. You understand what I'm saying? When it's time to re-sign the contract, re-up, or whatever you do, you make changes, you know, next time around. But bottom line is this right here, man. We want to see good fights. And of course, you talking about those lackluster undercards, man, a lot of these guys, the only chance they'll ever get to get shine is being on the fucking card with, like, Earl Spence carries the card. Why in the fuck would you put another premier boxer on the same card as Earl Spence or on the same card as Tank Davis? You got a motherfucker that carry the card. You got a headliner. That's like when you go to the show, you go to see Prince, the headliner, and then those other little bands get shine in front of Prince. Everybody knows, man, we don't give a fuck about those other guys just finna play the music. You understand? We'll listen to them. You understand what I'm saying? But the show is all about Prince. Ain't nobody on no fucking card. When you get on that goddamn plane coming to Dallas to the Earl Spence fight, Cal, know what you're saying? I'm going to see Earl Spence kick this boy's ass. And you didn't even know who was fighting on the fucking undercard. Didn't even give a fuck. Who gives a fuck?
I didn't know who was fighting on the undercard though.
He did know. I was with him. He did know. I was with him.
But let me say this though, because you still haven't answered my goddamn question.
What?
I asked you how many times did Floyd Mayweather fight? How many times did Floyd Mayweather fight a year?
15. Wait. Hey. Are you talking about that last 5-year run where he signed the crazy CBS deal, right? He fought twice a year. Yeah, it was either 2 or like 1 year is maybe 3 times. But you know, he also went to jail. He went to jail during that span too, though, for a year.
Right? How many times did Earl fight this year?
Once, and I called that
twice. Crawford fucked up the whole fourth quarter of the PBC.
Man, don't.
No, wait, no. Hang on, dog.
Don't give me that Crawford bullshit. They had to wait to put Canelo. They should have paid Crawford.
Oh man. Yo, okay, let me say this.
Don't ever put those guys' names.
Yeah, please don't. Why do y'all do that?
What I'm making is this, bro.
The nigga's not even close to Canelo. Stop doing that.
Stop
doing that.
I wish they would stop doing that weak ass talking point. It's called a budget for a fight. Each fight is budgeted by what it's going to do and what it's going to be projected to do. Every fight is not budgeted the same. Just because you budget for Canelo don't mean you're gonna budget for Crawford ducking ass. It's not the same.
And who you fighting makes a difference. Nobody wanted to see that fucking Triple G fight. But if Canelo had been fighting one of them boys out of Houston, one of them Charlo boys, we'd have bought that motherfucker. It was worth watching. Nobody wants to see no fucking Canelo fight.
Hey, can I mention something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, L.
Hey, what I don't understand, man, and what I, some things Fred say I agree with, some things we totally off on.
Hey, dog. I couldn't come on that night. I was on your motherfucking side. You don't know it. I had your motherfucking back, but I couldn't get on. I was in the show, but I was listening. I couldn't get on. Like, they going in on my nigga. Them motherfuckers, they got their. I wanted to come help you, man. I couldn't help you, dog. Them niggas was wrong, dog. Them niggas was wrong,
See,
man.
What I don't understand is, man, everybody got good points sometimes. Sometimes, some go overboard, man. But what I don't understand is how the media and these YouTube channels, and I say this all the time, have convinced grown black men to go against other black men. Like, yeah, it's good we hold each other accountable, we call each other out on our bullshit, but to totally go against a man and want to see a man fail, that's counterproductive, man. Like it's almost impossible to find many people that like Earl and Spence. I love them both. I'm pro fighter at the end of the day, but you got people that vehemently hate Bud and people that vehemently hate Spence. It's fucking crazy because they are just fighters and entertainers doing a dangerous job for the entertainment of fans. Like, we got to understand this, man. Like, when you look at it from the perspective of a businessman and a fighter, you got to see exactly what they risking and exactly what they have to gain. And at the end of the day, these men got to make decisions that ultimately affect and alter the lives of their family. So when it comes down to it, it's about marketability. And like, I'm never gonna knock a man for getting his money, and I'm never gonna knock a man for not wanting to get fucked out of his money. So with that being said, I don't blame the debacle of the Spence and Crawford fight on either man. Like, I understand Crawford, he wanted, total inclusion on what was going on the business side because he wanted to maximize his profit.
That's called an Ali act.
None of them dudes are scared of each other. Trust me, man. Them niggas been fighting their whole life, man. They do this shit for money, but you got to remember they did this shit for years for free. So fear ain't in their heart, man. So, that narrative that's being driven by the public and these YouTubers who've never been in the ring, who never threw a punch, it's kind of asinine for grown men that should be independent thinkers at this point in time to even latch on to that narrative. So a lot of times I say a lot of people got opinions, and we all have a freedom of speech and we're entitled to our opinions. But if facts are not attached to your opinions and truth is not attached to your opinion, that's just what it is. You can flush that shit down the toilet because it don't hold no weight. If shit don't align with the truth and facts, then watch that shit, man. We need to get down to the truth and the facts, man. I'm gonna tell you my personal take on Al Haymon. He's fucked up boxing a lot, but I've never been high on a man, but I've never wanted to see him fail because he's a black man. But in his quest for total power, which I have nothing against, because we as blacks don't have nothing against them whites and them Jews having total power over. So I'm not gonna get mad at a black man.
Let me just sneak in there. What did he do to the boxing though? What did he do to boxing?
Yeah, exactly. What did Al Haymon do?
I'm gonna tell you, the fact that we know the man has something good going on because all them other companies in that lawsuit, they came together to go get him. So they was afraid that he was making the moves and he was paying these fighters more than the competitive wage that would allow them to take some of them fighters and have some of them fighters in their stable. And he was pushing in the UK. He was getting Mexican fighters. He was really putting the game on edge. I respect how he came in, but I always told Fred, I say the fact that he was funded by these Jews, because that's who funded him that money. I always told Fred the fact.
Whoa. Hold on, homie. Hold on. You don't know what you know is a hedge fund is that we out there was public, YL and whatever. But you don't know who funded PBC. We see contracts. First of all, we see 2 contracts publicly from Fox, one from 100 million, and then another from Showtime. So, are you saying what Kanye's saying? Because that's basically what. If that's the case, then we are funded by them people.
I'm gonna tell you like this. This is what I know, and I don't give a fuck. I don't have to see nothing. If you don't own the network, if you don't own 100%,
you funded by ESPN, Disney, them Jewish people too. What are you talking about,
hold
dude?
on. Just let me talk, man.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Anytime, this is just what the history has shown us. Anytime, as a black, like I've always told Fred, I said, look, the fact that I know for a fact the money that he got wasn't his money. He was funded and he was directed by people in real positions of power to do X, Y, and Z. Anything above that, you was gonna get your power checked. That's why they was able to come and get him on that lawsuit. And he back. But look, just look.
No. This is straight YouTube news. Let's talk boxing. Let's talk boxing. Let's just talk about Nobody want to talk about the real shit. Hang on. Brother, hang on. No, dog, hang on. Gentlemen.
See, once the real shit come out, hold on.
Brother, no, sir.
But ESPN not owned by Disney. Top rank not funded by fucking Disney, which is fucking. Come on, man, stop it. We can go down this rabbit hole.
No. Let's just talk boxing. No,
you didn't let me finish.
Dude, you sound like YouTube news. I am not trying to listen to that shit. Let's talk boxing.
Well, you don't want the truth.
Fuck no. Let's talk boxing. Please.
See, why everybody irate when the truth come out?
Dude.
Hey, look here. Hey, look, this is what happened with those boxing.
Truth hurts.
Oh my gosh. Dog, can we talk boxing? Dog, I don't want to talk about this. This dude sounds fucking nuts. Let's talk boxing, bro. No, let's talk fights. Let's talk the fights. Because it sounds crazy. I'm not listening to this. That sounds crazy.
But Steph, these are the type of conversations that go on over there, and they don't have nobody.
With no reference, nothing. You should have said, I don't give a fuck, and this is me. Bro, fuck you. I ain't trying to listen to that shit.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, man. I was gonna.
Why it gotta be fuck me? Because I got
a man. Because you're talking shit.
Hold up.
You have not based nothing. You have not based nothing.
I'm not saying fuck you. Why you getting so emotional?
Shut up.
Hold on a second, man.
That's easy to say when we're on this internet.
Hold on.
No one is threatening you. I just told you to shut up. No. Hang on, Brand. This guy. No one threatened you. We just said shut up. That's all I told you to do. Shut up.
That's disrespectful, though.
That is disrespectful. We ain't trying to disrespect you, brother. I don't agree with nothing you said. I think what you said,
and I respect that.
But I'm not gonna disrespect you though. But I want to listen to this man talk, Steph. We owe him that. If he gonna sit on this panel, then he deserves to defend why he feels the way about Al Haymon. We ask him for that, even though we don't like what he's saying, and it sounds it just sounds conspiracy. But we ask you for that. So, brother, I want to apologize to you because we did ask you for your perspective. Steph, you got to hold your composure. No, we don't like what he's saying, but let the man speak.
Hey, look here, man. You forgot. You forgot that the way that Al Haymon ended up with all those boxers were on Golden Boy. Remember Richard Schaefer, the guy that was working for Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya rehab, all in rehab when Canelo fighting Floyd Mayweather. He fucked over all those fighters. That's how all those fighters ended up at PBC. When Floyd Mayweather left HBO, they seen Floyd Mayweather getting them damn checks. He was being his own promoter. He was seeing they could cut the promoter out and get that extra 30% to be in their pockets. That's the reason why they went with Al Haymon. He didn't do anything to twist nobody on to make them go to him. You know what I mean?
No, he paid him. He paid him more money. I get it. He had
more money.
He had good intentions, but my thing is this:
pay them more money. He's still paying them more.
Watch this though. He had good intentions, but my thing is this: when they seen that this man actually had the power to do what he was doing and to, in their minds, monopolize the game. I believe Al Heyman had good intentions, but it's always like this. Anytime a black man get in position to really make change, they come and slam that gavel down on your ass and you conform. See, that's the thing right there. If that wasn't the case, why was they able to win that lawsuit against him? That tells he wasn't doing nothing wrong, really.
They didn't win no lawsuit, brother. They settled. They didn't win.
That's the same thing.
No,
it didn't go in his favor.
No, it's not. You don't know what favor it
didn't go in his favor.
You don't know
That's
that.
what I'm trying to tell you.
But you don't know that though.
Listen. Watch this. I'm gonna say this, and y'all can just think about it. As a black man, or I'm gonna just say black, as a black man in America, if you don't have total ownership, this system and this power structure, this establishment will never let you rise above them.
Bro, let me
even come remotely close. They gonna shut you down.
Loser talk. Loser talk.
I'm understanding what you're saying. And I agree with a lot.
Hey, you show me winner talk, nigga, and tell me.
No. Listen to me, bro.
Tell me something different, nigga.
I agree with the context of what you're saying, but I'm gonna tell you what Jay-Z said. Jay-Z said they asked
Jay-Z. That nigga sell out too.
No, I agree. But listen to me, bro. Let me make this point. Jay-Z said that they asked him about
Jay-Z.
They asked him a company, right? And Jay-Z was
Jay-Z, nigga. Fuck him.
So Jay-Z said they would never let you own
whiskers like a rat compared to beans. You're whack.
So you're right. They won't let you own 100% of nothing, even if you have it. They're not gonna allow that.
Right. So niggas always talking about
who's they?
They want to be separate from the system,
nigga,
but they also want to be part of the system.
Who's they?
You, all these pro-black niggas and these niggas that want a black savior. It's not gonna happen. I talked about this on Fred's show the other day. Listen,
hey, man. But the bottom line is everything you're talking about is the one fact that you keep on forgetting. Al Heyman does not pay these goddamn fighters. Al Heyman is not a fucking bank. Where you getting money to pay these fighters from? He don't pay these fighters. This Showtime pays these fighters, and these fighters pay their goddamn self by the ticket sales and the revenue earned off the goddamn fight. And
hey, Kyle, drop the link.
They pay Al Heyman. He doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? Al Heyman is a manager and an advisor. And all the fighters that are on PBC, that fight on the PBC, are not managed by Al Heyman. Just like Sean Porter was managed by his dad, but Al Heyman was an advisor. And
do you know why them dudes? Do you know why all them dudes got supposed promotional companies?
Because he wanted to make them bosses.
Hey, Kyle, drop the link. Reggie trying to get on.
If that's the case, then why are they not getting more money? You know what the promotional companies are really for, bro? That's where they checks go. You know why? Because they get tax breaks for operating as a corporation, bro.
Exactly.
They are not promoters.
But ain't that ain't that the way business is done?
But they are not promoters because they not getting the cut that they supposed to get as a promoter, bro.
You don't know that to be true. That's number one. Number two is Earl Spence is finna put on
the money, nigga. Follow the money.
Listen to me. Earl Spence finna put on a fight with Frank Martin right now. Who promoting that fight?
Bro, his banner is up there.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, that's why they got their promotion companies, bro. That's where they checks go. In America, bro, it's better to operate as a corporation, and that's what they doing, bro, for tax break.
Bob Arum got to promote. The Man Down promotion is the only difference between Man Down and Top Rank is that fucking one is owned by Bob Arum and one is owned by Earl
if he is own promotional company, bro, why does he need the PBC banner?
Because
why he can't solely promote his own fucking event?
He distributes through PBC, Showtime, Fox.
Nah, man.
Y'all
don't know business that good then, bro. Believe
it's just like a fucking record deal. Just like fucking Death Row was a record company that was fucking going through Priority. It's the same fucking concept. Just like fucking Eminem, Jay-Z.
Oh, so like you see the parallels now, huh?
Just like
and what did them? Hey, and how much money did them rappers really have?
Reggie, go back to the top of the chat. The link is up there. Go back to the top.
Hey, was they getting fucked? Was they getting fucked?
I told this nigga to drop the shit,
pretty good to me, and he was distributed under Dr. Dre, under Eminem, and he's fucking a millionaire, and he distributed G Unit under his fucking company. You understand what I'm saying? Like I say,
Kyle, Reggie, try to get on, Kyle.
That's just distribution, man. Money is in distribution, period. And the truth of the matter is, that is one thing you said is true, is that the Jews do control media and control distribution. But it's just like a fucking record deal. It's the same goddamn thing. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Even the contracts are basically the same.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, see, niggas gotta understand this. I never want to see a black man fail. But nigga, I'm not gonna be the nigga that's gonna be like, oh man, because he black, oh yeah, he the savior. Man, I'm a fucking independent thinker, nigga. I'm from the street. I know when I see bullshit, I know when I hear bullshit.
Was Death Row a record company?
Hell yeah.
Who distributed Death Row?
What was that? Was it Jimmy Iovine in there?
Priority.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Iovine, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Iovine. Priority distributed Death Row.
Yeah, because they had the distribution on lock.
Man Down Promotions, Earl Spence, is distributed through who?
All right.
It's the same thing. He's distributed. You gotta have distribution.
Okay. So my thing is this: if that's the case, if you your promotion company, right? Why you not throwing your own events?
Bob Arum is distributed through ESPN.
Hey Reggie, just hold on, man.
But PBC is not a network, though, bro. PBC is not a network.
That's what, goddamn, I just told you what it. Okay, I'm gonna do it again for you. Just like Death Row Records is a record company, their product was distributed through Priority Records. Priority is the parent company, but Death Row is a record company.
Okay.
Now you take Bob Arum and Top Rank. It is a boxing company. You got boxers, you got rings, you got banners, but you got to have distribution. How can you get your product out to the world?
And if we don't own the distribution, bro, we don't really own it, bro. We don't even own our likeness when we under these contracts, bro.
ESPN is the distributor. No, because you can take your art, you can take your music to another distributor.
Hey, Earl just made his own. Earl just made his own shit the same way motherfuckers make LLCs, so he just don't have to pay as much as taxes. He's an independent contractor now instead of an employee of. Like,
thank you.
That's it.
And no, that's not it. He promote fighters too. Frank Martin. That's not.
Keep believing that, bro. Keep believing that.
Okay. Well,
if he promote fighters, bro. If he promote fighters, why they sign with PBC too and not him?
Well, okay, I guess Death Row wasn't a record company.
PBC still signed a check, nigga.
Was Death Row a record company?
Bro, we already came to that conclusion. I told you that.
Did they press up
Listen,
their own CDs?
until black people get their own shit, bro, we don't own shit. We gotta come together and build our own empire, bro. As long as we link to the system, we gonna keep getting enslaved, nigga.
Brother,
point blank, period.
Brother, slow down. Nobody disagrees with you, but I think your anger
I
is
hella disagree.
I don't. Your anger misdirected.
Hey, Matt, you hard right now, nigga.
You ain't got but from the beginning, you never could say why you don't like Al Haymon or where the hate from Al Haymon comes from you.
Hold on, time out. When did I ever say I dislike the man or hate him? If you go back to Fred shows, you'll always see that I gave the man credit for being very intellectual.
My brother, I don't watch Fred shows, my brother.
Okay, listen, I'm telling you right now, I've never discredited Al Haymon's intellect. The man is a very intelligent man, and he's positioned himself to be in the position that he's in now because of his intellect. The man is He always knows how to make himself the smartest man in the room. Why you think he's been able to put himself in the position that he's in? The man is very smart.
You gotta have this, but you gotta have distribution, just like HBO. You got the creators of Game of Thrones, right? They created a product.
Listen, I told Fred this a long time ago. I said, look, Fred, I'm not big on PBC because I know he gonna eventually start operating the same way that all these other companies operate because of the umbrella that they under. It's just like Obama. When Obama got in office, I said the nigga had good intentions, but they are never gonna let this nigga be who he think he wanna be.
Man, you talking
point blank period, nigga.
You talking in theories, but you're not talking in facts.
It's facts, nigga. Tell me where have we gone within this system, bro?
Man, you
gotta
work within the laws of the system. You cannot legally fucking have.
See, niggas can talk about how the system against us, and then say we gotta work within the system and play by these rules.
Hey, actually, yo, if you look at statistics,
can we just talk about boxing, please?
Hey, if you look at statistics, I mean, the African American community is the fastest rising away from poverty into middle class at a higher percentage than all the other demographics. So,
come on, dog.
I mean, it looks like things are going pretty good. Actually, highest number of black millionaires ever in history. Like, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of good, positive things going. I think, everyone's
you're right. It is.
Okay.
But until we get ownership,
it's got to be united.
We're gonna still be slaves.
We can't have race wars. You feel me? It's got to be.
We're not. And we're not in barbershop conversations right now. We're talking boxing. Can we
we out here, bro. We talk about what we want to talk about. This is late night
but we're not
hours,
going
baby.
Anywhere right now.
We're talking about anything. We're talking about bitches. We're talking about pussy. We're talking about race. We're talking about money. We're talking about whatever the fuck we want. This motherfucker. We men, bro.
Tell them about that time, Max.
Come on, man.
Burnt you, Max. Tell them about that time that hoe burnt you.
Oh no, don't put together enough to get her up in it.
See, look, hey, niggas talking about let's just talk boxing. But this shit all correlates,
man, you came in here talking and slandering out him, and you don't know what you're talking about.
Man.
And then you're talking about the black man, and we need to do this, and we need to do that. And I'm just like, hey, man, I thought we're talking boxing. What the fuck?
It all correlates, bro.
All right, bro. We run out of boxing to talk about the same shit every day. We do the same show every day.
7 matchups that we have.
It all correlates.
Let's talk about how many lies Terrence Crawford gonna tell about Duck.
No, I definitely don't want to talk about him. I definitely don't.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It's not gonna be a good conversation.
I'm gonna put that nigga on a lie detector test.
Hey, ain't Reggie Owens trying to get in the chat, man?
I called Kyle, bro. I called Kyle. He ain't answering the phone. Reggie, he's probably over there eating.
He want a little smoke with you.
Kyle probably eating some ass right now.
Oh damn, he can't go to the link, huh?
Hey, yeah, Kyle eating ass.
Cat right now. He got a mouth for the cat booty.
Yeah, he do. Face first.
It's my
chocolate cake. That's what Kyle eating right now.
Old Casper the coochie licking on it.
Hey, I called him, motherfucker. He didn't pick up. I'm sorry, Reggie. I'll try, bro. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me try to call DJ real quick. 1 sec. Hey, anybody try and get on, get backstage, bro. I'm gonna try to make a call and try to swoop some people on.
Yeah, tell Cal.
Hey, I want all the smoke, Reggie.
Oh, yeah, DJ let him in. If he get DJ,
hey, nigga, where you at in that truck, nigga? Where you at? Where you at in that truck?
Huh?
I say, where you at in that truck? Where you at?
Oh, I'm in Vegas.
You in Vegas? Yeah, with all them whores down there, you out here talking with us, man?
Man, I ain't trying to fuck with them whores, man. Fuck them whores.
What y'all call them, lot lizards? Them truck drivers? Them lot
lizards? I done fucked a lot of pussy, man. I got a woman. I'm happy, man. I ain't trying to fuck around, dog. I don't need to.
You scared she watching this shit, right?
Oh man, I'm a man, dog. You know what I mean? She understand that. But at the same time, you know what I mean? It really don't. It don't even excite me no more, man.
So where you ride at? Where you be running mostly?
Oh man, all over, man. You know, West Coast, down south.
Hey, I tried calling DJ. He said he don't got the code on his phone.
I bet you hate going to Florida, don't you?
I ain't been to Florida yet, to be honest with you, man.
Dead down that motherfucker. Don't go.
No, the homegirl, she be running out of Florida. They got good loads going down there because of the hurricane and shit. They paying pretty good.
You got a reefer?
No, but I didn't pull reefer loads though. I didn't pull them all. Reefer, flatbed, dry, all kind of shit.
I used to run them reefers, 353-foot reefers. I hated Florida. They don't pay worth of shit coming out of Florida. And
yeah, coming out is a motherfucker.
Yeah, mostly pro. That's what I was talking about coming out of Florida.
Yeah, I think it's like onion season right now though.
Yeah, I used to run roses and fucking oranges and shit like that out of there. I used to hate going though. They pay good as a motherfucker coming, but they gonna fuck you coming back.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. I ain't never run to Cali though. I went up there.
You gotta come, man. You gotta come. It's the best. It's the best state in the country, dog.
I came once, man. The motherfucking mountains scared me to death.
I done been all through them, but they ain't no joke though.
Shit. Fuck this shit. Had that motherfucking.
But you been to Colorado and Utah though, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm like the motherfuckers here.
Yeah, they got some motherfuckers out there, man.
Shit, goddamn Appalachians over there, goddamn Tennessee.
No, fuck that. Let's talk about boxing, man. We don't want to give a fuck about none of this shit. We talk about boxing in here.
And I want to say this.
Steph, where you at?
My other brother, check this out.
Get your old bean.
The reason why, and another reason why I got a problem with Fred, and the reason Kenny Porter smacked his ass, is because of the topics that he talk on and the way he talks about black people in the condescending nature. And I'm gonna explain how. Now, Bill Cosby, what he said about black people and the way we should conduct ourselves and how we should pull our pants up and all that, he was right in the context of what he was saying, wasn't he? He was right in the long run. But the way that he delivered the message, talking down and condescending to black people as though he's not a part of us, that was what was his mistake. You can't be condescending, Fred. You jackass, you ignorant fool. You cannot rise above your people and start talking down to them because you have reached a certain plateau, a certain status that you have been allowed to, or that you have found the knowledge to go to. Not only that, you cannot tear down people's religion, especially the Nation of Islam, which is an institution in America for black people that have cleaned thousands, matter of fact, millions and millions of black men up, like me. So you automatically alienate yourself from a whole segment of people that want to put their hands on you. But because we're civilized people, we know better than to do that, and we can debate civilly. That's the issue.
Hey, Reggie, go in the chat, man. I had copy and pasted the StreamYard. I don't know if you can get on from there, but that's what I did. If you go in the chat, not the comments, go in the chat.
Man, Fred, I don't know what Fred issue is, man. Fred changed, man.
He got daddy issues.
It's like when they took them credentials from him.
I'll be right back, fellas. I'll be right back.
They struck his soul or something, man. I don't know. I used to get enjoyment from his show talking to Fred, but Fred, he do be on some Al Heyman hate shit too much for me. I'd be like, God damn, he like that nigga fucked your gal or something.
It's not necessarily Al Heyman, it's self-hate. Look at how he talk about black people. Look how he talk about us. He acts as though he's not a part. That, like I keep saying, if we analyze the Bill Cosby, if y'all analyze the speech, I forget the name of the speech. The name of the speech to Bill Cosby, and it seemed like he was mocking us. Man, you can't sit up and mock us, bro. If you're gonna try to talk to us, at least teach us. Yes, Bill Cosby, you have gave thousands of endowments to HBCUs, but you didn't make it. But you didn't make it common to the public person. Yes, you wanted to see our image better, but you don't talk down to us. You help.
Fred, he's a condescending motherfucker. That's one thing.
And that's why he got slapped.
That's why he want to
walk up to him and slap the shit out of him, which he deserved.
People that know him personally, though, they seem to like him. So
because he's not real. He's not genuine. He's fake. He's a weasel. He's whatever. Fred is what you call a chameleon. He's whatever he needs to be in whatever environment he's in. But he's
to me, it seems like
himself. I don't think he's true to himself.
To me, it seems like, I'm gonna tell you what I noticed about Fred is that he lost them credentials. Then he started hating Al Heyman in boxing. when he fucking lost the race and he ran for some type of office, Congress, some type of shit, alderman or whatever the fuck. He lost that race. Now he say don't vote in this fuck. This shit ain't real. You know what I mean? So it's like motherfucker, if I ain't getting my way, motherfucker, I fuck all this shit type of attitude.
Let me chime in on that, man. See, like I tell Fred all the time, I say when he be unreasonable with me, cause me and Fred we done had hours and hours long of conversations and argument, and a lot of shit he wasn't looking at in a macro perspective. He was just looking at it from one angle. And he does that a lot of times. He's very presumptuous, but I'm gonna tell you, everybody got flaws, homie, and sometimes Fred jump off the hook with shit, and he kind of go off on the far end, and he get lost. But I'm gonna tell you, that's one of his flaws. But from what I know, from knowing the brother personally, from being with him, hanging with him, rolling with him, Fred, he's a good brother. Like he does a lot. He got a good heart, man, and he genuine in a lot of his things and his contributions as far as it came from for black people, because I seen it. You know, niggas be talking that, oh, you know, Fred do this, Fred do that. Ain't nobody perfect. Yeah, he be wrong in a lot of shit, but I judge a person like this. If 51% of the nigga is good and 49% is bad, I'm gonna err on the side of the good because it's a greater percentage. And like I always tell Fred, I say, these niggas know barbershop conversations, but I really know Fred. So be that nigga, because right now you be in barbershop conversations and that nigga got a big ego. And the ego and the pride stepping away. And when that pride is bigger than your love, you start diminishing the man. See, the man can't grow if the ego is pumped up.
I agree with you 100%, and that's the reason Kenny Porter put his hands on him, and that's the reason why he would get hands put on him if he come to fights now, because of what he putting out there, bro. You can't put hate and that kind of bullshit out in the atmosphere and think love.
No, I agree. And he feel like this.
So
I know what it is.
Stand on it, but at the end of the day, you got to recognize what you put out there gonna come back to you.
Oh yeah, definitely. And really, what it is Fred feel like when he went for brothers and shit, nobody had his back. So now he like, nigga, fuck everybody, nigga, because ain't nobody ride with me when I tried to ride for y'all. And I used to tell Fred this, like, look, man, you can't put.
He was riding with Fred. It just he didn't get the response. Everybody was riding with Fred. He just was looking for the response from certain people. Maybe you should
right.
Maybe he should have been recognizing the army that he had with him and stop looking at the people who wasn't. That's his
sometimes you get sometimes you get lost, man, when you ain't looking at everything in its entirety. And I think that's where he get lost in the fuzz, you know. And in the days,
how the fuck you gonna trash the Nation of Islam but worship Malcolm X? It don't make sense. This is crazy and it's silly, and you can't throw out the. Here's the thing: whatever indiscretions are there, but it's not your job to highlight and try to tear down an organization of people who commit themselves to try to uplift black people every day. People in the Nation of Islam do not smoke. They do not drink. They do not commit fornication. They do not. That's in the law.
Yeah, that's a lie.
And not only that, wait, let me say this. Hold on, brother. I'm a member. Let me say this. But when you commit those things, you get put out. Now, do people do those things? Of course, because we human. But at the end of the day, that's what we stand for. We stand for not smoking, not drinking, not committing fornication, having one wife, not committing adultery, and being a pillar of our community. That's what we try to do. Now, whether we go out and do that every day, we human beings, but that's what we strive for. And guess what? If you get caught doing other than that as a member of the Nation of Islam, you get put out and removed from the society because we don't accept that conduct.
Yeah, you get put on F time, right?
Yes, sir. So what I'm trying to say is Fred, instead of trashing, he used to try to pretend like he wanted dialogue, and he said it. He said, I pretended like I liked the minister. That's why we all used to come around. DB, my brother. DB is a member of the Nation of Islam. he'll tell you that this man pretended and got all the information that which means he's a snake and a weasel. And then he befriended us. And then once he got what he wanted to get, he turncoated. That's the problem I have with him. Not only that, that's exactly what he was. Not only that, he could have had the dialogue that he wanted. Anybody would sit down. We done went back and forth many a times at his show. But we can sit down like civilized men and have the conversation. But you want to sensationalize. You want to bring up garbage because you know that that's what our people gravitate toward, to the low vibrations. But if you really want to have a conversation and lay it out on the table, we are willing to do that. But we're not going to do it in a nasty, disrespectful fashion. You're not going to disrespect us. So that's the issue. And I know that he ain't man enough to do that yet, because I know that Fred is looking for himself. I know that. I watch a man look for who he is. He's lost, like you said. But what he's doing is he's making enemies when he should be making allies.
Right. And that's where I've tried to give him insight on certain things. But everybody's lesson is not for this man or that man to teach. Some lessons gonna come in the form of being humble. It may not come with, me telling you like sometimes people just don't accept the message because it's coming particularly from this individual, and they may feel like, man, you're not really somebody that can tell me anything. That's what their perspective is of you. And I understand that, like I forgive people in advance a lot because I have
It shouldn't be like that. If you tell him the truth,
it shouldn't. But you also got to understand
if you tell him the truth and you a friend of his, you should. I wouldn't give a damn what position you are in life. You looking at him and as a friend, you trying to give him the best information that you can help.
But I also understand that it's kind of hard for a man that has the kind of success that Fred has had, because see, people think like Fred a very smart nigga. He's smarter than what he give off, and a lot of times he don't even understand that the light that he put himself in, he's really lowering his value and marketability in the public light. But the nigga is smarter than you would think. You would have to talk to Fred, not barbershop conversation. And like you said, he hasn't developed in some areas of life because he has that big ass ego and he's not seeing everything through. Like, emotions get the best of him sometimes, a lot of times. And at this point, like I said, he didn't build such a success for himself. It's hard for him to listen to certain people. But the nigga is smart though. Like, he very intelligent. I don't never underestimate a nigga intelligence. Nobody. I don't give a fuck who they is. Even though he might not say the same about me, I'm not going to dismiss giving the nigga his flowers where it's due. But I can say this: his ego get in the way of his better judgment and his better self. Like, he's not allowing himself to grow in a lot of areas.
The ego is doing that.
Who really care? Why does everybody care so much about his opinion, though? I mean, do y'all feel betrayed because at one point you looked up to him and he was guiding you a certain way?
No, we was all over there. What you got to understand, before the boxing section, there was the barbershop. You know, understand?
Fred had a lot of influence.
No, I remember, because that's when I came up.
He lost a lot of. He lost.
But at the end of the day, bro, he say whatever the fuck he feel, just like everyone else here. Like, Fred ain't the only fucking person to be saying some wild shit sometimes. I know I say wild shit. I know Michael Fuller done say wild shit. You know, he can throw a fire and say some wild shit. Everybody say some wild shit. I try to look at their character. What is the shit he feels strongly about? I agree with majority of what Fred feels strongly about.
Right.
Which is fatherhood and shit like that. So, like, that's what I rock with. As far as the intricacies of, like, okay, NOI shit, like me personally, I don't know if this shit's true or not. It seems like what he was trying to point out was a good thing to point out. Now, as far as him being disrespectful and shit going above, hey, that's for y'all. I'll let Brandon take care of that. You feel me? You know what I mean? But for me personally, it's just like a whole crew of motherfuckers coming for Fred. It's like, damn, bro, who is he? Galactus?
Look here. Hey, brother, which one of y'all the Nation of Islam member?
Me.
I met Khalid Muhammad in person several times.
Me too.
You know Khaled?
Of course.
Yeah. Hey, I was about 15 years old. That nigga blow my motherfucking head off, dog.
I was
You know what I'm
13 the
saying?
first time I did security on Dr. Collins in 1995.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so he opened my eyes up to a whole new world. You know what I mean? So I always will have respect for the Nation of Islam because you know he broke that fucking white Jesus. He destroyed white Jesus in fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah, he did that on purpose. You talk about when he broke the picture up?
No, not when he broke the picture up. That's when he broke down the history, where it came from. You know what I mean? Just broke down.
So that's the thing I be talking about with Fred. You gotta handle us with respect and care, man. Look at what we done brought to you. You talking about Malcolm X? That's us. If you read Malcolm X, that's us. So it's not that we paying a lot of attention to him, Max. It's that the subject came up, and then it's one of the main brothers that be on Fred's show, and then the other brother came in and said he don't get a chance to rebut a lot of the things that he hears. So that's how we got him.
Hey, if any of y'all from California, you've ever heard Ice Cube Death Certificate, you heard Khaled Muhammad before. Khaled Muhammad is on Death Certificate. When it first come on.
Of course. And he in the cover. With the final call. Come on, man. The cover got the final call and all that on it. But yes.
And he talked about him in the Hand of the Dead Body.
Yes. So the thing about it is that's my issue. And my thing is let's do it like intellectuals. If you really want to do it for the people, let's do it like men. Let's show the world who and what we are, and let's do it properly. That's all. I just want to do it properly. But I'm not upset with him. I wouldn't put my hands on him if I saw him.
And that's what I'm talking about, Brandon. So when we talk about doing it like men, right? I understand, obviously, nonviolent, right? Let's talk. Let's get it out here. So for me, that's the only limits I have when it comes to talking like men. I don't care about what style you're speaking in, what your tone is, and that shit. If you gotta get your point out, let's get our points out. It might get testy, it might get spicy, and at the end, be like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
But and I'm gonna tell you like this, Max. I would rather see him in person because of the bad blood that's there. I'd rather look that man in his face and talk to him. If it came to that, if I ever bumped into him, it'll be that. But as far as
I prefer in-person conversations.
As far as the energy of hurting somebody, no. But when he goes and makes certain statements. Yo, man, that shit.
Hey, Reg, hop on, Reg.
Reg, hop on.
There you go.
That shit.
Reggie, hop on.
Damn.
Gang. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I know I kind of came in late on this shit, but I fuck with everyone on both sides. You feel me? Like, you feel me? I ain't choosing I fuck with those who fuck with me, and I ain't got a problem with no one yet. I fuck with Mark. I fuck with Reggie. I fuck with Fred. I fuck with Kyle. I fuck with everyone on all sides, as long as they ain't being disrespectful to me. Shit.
I fuck with everybody but Mix.
Same here, Mix. I fuck with everybody.
I fuck with everybody but Mix. I want to jump on that
nigga. Hey, join the club. They meet on Thursdays at 6.
Man, kick your pickle jar over, nigga.
No, but I got enough. I give people opportunities to grow, man, and I know. Like I always say, man, just keep living.
Fuck Jay-Z, nigga. Fuck Jay-Z.
Nah, I say that because
Nas got a new album out too that came out tonight. King's Disease 3.
I gotta listen to that shit, bro.
We'll see. Beautiful. The GOAT.
Is it better than 1 and 2?
I don't know yet.
Okay. Because right now,
how did y'all get in, man? Was it a link on there?
Yeah, link is pinned up top.
Yeah. Link is in there.
Yeah, you find it.
Did you get it off the chat?
Yeah, it's pinned at the top of the chat.
Man, we've been waiting on Reg. Yeah, that's the one I put in there. I copied and pasted that shit. Hey, Reggie, you gotta go to the man. You gotta go to the chat, not the comments.
So Mix, you got Kyle to wake up or something, man?
Nah, he didn't respond to me. I called him.
I put the link in the comment. I mean, in the chat.
He came back real quick just to let motherfuckers in shit.
I text him. Let me in.
Oh yeah.
I had dozed off, guys.
There he is. You lying ass motherfucker.
Tired
You got
as
all
hell.
kinds of
Hey,
energy
hey,
for just dozing off.
I get sleepy too after I bust a good one. I ain't gonna lie.
Big
Man,
facts.
man, Reg was hot, boy. You had Reg
Hey,
hot
Reggie
on.
was ready.
Ain't
Come
Reggie
on,
that
Reg.
damn Eagle fan? Keep him out anyway. He like
But
the
I
Eagles.
tell you though, but thank you, bro. I don't even know your name, but we did get past that. So that's my that. He said he don't see the link, but my thing is that's
It's
as
at the
far.
top of the chat.
But as far as everything else, like I'm gonna tell you, I got that man book. I got his book that he wrote. Fred.
Fred.
Man, I'm gonna
Which
tell you,
one?
I do my research on people. You go see who that person is. You go look and see. So I reserve judgment on certain things, but that issue, that's a sticking issue, and that's an issue that we gotta deal
Hey,
with.
Kyle, drop the link.
Anything. And that's my view.
How was the book though, Brandon?
We gotta talk about that. We gotta handle that. That
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
go down.
gonna write a book so you can read my shit too, Brandon.
How was the book, Brandon?
Hey
Was
man,
it a
don't let
good
no
book?
Eagle fans in here, man.
Man, I don't want to. Man, y'all want my honest opinion, man?
Like you brought it up, shit. I'm just trying to.
It's garbage.
Damn.
It's called "Why Did I Marry Him" or "Why Did I Sleep with Him?"
Hot garbage, nigga. Hot garbage.
It's called "Why Did I Sleep with Him." It's horrible. It's like a self-help book about. I think he was trying to be like.
Why I sleep with him? What the fuck? That shit don't even sound good.
Hey
nigga.
man, I don't really want to go to. Like I said, I don't want to trash the man or his author skills, but I just, like I said, reserve judgment. So I'll just say, I think he was trying to cash in on the Steve Harvey that craze. Remember that around that time? I think that's what he was aiming for.
Yeah.
It was hot garbage.
I'm gonna drop a new link for those guys because the link did
drop a new
disappear.
link.
So I dropped a new link.
No matter if you drop it, Kyle, that's don't let him in.
I'm writing
Yeah,
a book.
well,
Kyle Fred should never write another book.
Kyle awake now.
And Kyle, it's starting to look like you're just trying to keep Reggie out now, dog. That's what it's starting to look like now. But you don't want to hear Reggie's page.
He don't want Fred on his ass.
No Cowboy fans in it, man. No Eagle fans.
It's in there now, Rich.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
I said no Eagles fan.
Oh, cause I'm
Fuck
from
the
Dallas.
Cowboys.
I live in Dallas.
Yeah, nigga, Cowboys run shit.
Man, them niggas weak, man.
Running
Nick,
their ass
show
home.
them your Cowboy jersey, Nick.
I'm a Bronco fan. We weak as fuck too.
Yo,
Nigga, Broncos ain't been shit since Elway left, nigga.
yep,
You
I can't
crazy,
talk
nigga.
shit either.
We man, we got a championship, man.
Peyton took the Super Bowl. Got one.
Yep.
Man,
It was the defense
rigged.
though. That fucking defense.
Hey, well, Peyton was weak in both of his
man.
Super Bowl rings, man.
That old sore
Hey,
neck motherfucker.
it's all good shit. He got him.
Fat neck.
He got him. He did.
That sore neck motherfucker. He can't make a left turn because he can't turn his fucking neck to the left, nigga. How the fuck he forgot the Super Bowl, nigga? You know they cheated. That
My
nigga
team
couldn't throw the
sucks,
ball
too,
30
Hey,
yards.
Kyle Red said he backstage.
Kyle,
I don't think Reg want to get on no more.
Kyle, Freddie text Kyle.
Kyle
I
tripping,
am.
man.
There you go. There you go.
What up, Red?
Then we got the stash bag. Oh, we
Come on
squatted
with
up
it,
tonight.
Yeah.
Mic check 1, 2.
You on? Go for it. We waiting on you. Go for it, brother.
Oh man, back to that convo, man. Y'all talking about with Al and people when they using people money. Even these white motherfuckers do that shit. I don't know why people be kicking all this Jew talk. None of that shit. It's no different than these white companies who go to the stock market to try to raise funds for their company. You buying stocks into their company. Elon Musk having to sell off shares of his company just to buy Twitter. So these niggas take other people money and they flip it. That's business. That's million and billion dollar business. Like niggas be caught up in, the black men don't run shit because of Jews. Man, everybody in this damn business exchange money. Money is trade off. Money is blind to color, and that's the thing. Black people get fucked up. Black people really fuck themselves off expanding themselves by trying to be black only and shit. That's a flaw. Like you when you in the world of business, man, you open yourself to the scope of everything. I even see with the way niggas be wanting to run YouTube channels and be trying to run they shit off. Nigga, this is $1 billion motherfucking populated platform. You don't close yourself off in the closed-minded groups. You expand that shit. So people saying Al using white money. Nigga, he's supposed to. If I was in them shoes, I'm taking every single person money. I don't give a fuck what your race is. If black people ain't got the funds for it, then fuck it. Wait till they get it. But
I agree with that. I agree with that, Reggie. But
hell yeah, Reggie. Hell yeah.
Watch this though. I agree with that, and I'm totally for that. But my thing is, we've seen this recurring theme throughout history. That anytime a company that's headed or represented by a black figure, and it seems it don't even have to be that it's going in the direction of taking over, but anytime it becomes a threat, man, they come and attack you and they show you just how powerless your movement is. And it don't even have to be one that's directed in a all-inclusive or,
they attack white businesses too, though, man. Everybody,
but not like,
bro. I was just about to say that.
Chevy,
but not like
Ford. Chevy.
Okay, well, why did they go after Al then?
But that's business, though, L. That's business, and that's why you got to run your business efficient. You look at you go back into the 80s and 90s, and you look at corporations. There was that huge thing of corporate takeovers. Even in today's climate, there's always corporate takeovers. There's people that go out there, dominate the game to get you the fuck up out of it.
So do you think Al made a mistake though?
He make no mistake. This thing is one of the most brilliant business minds in this fucking game. Bob Arum ain't a business. I'm pretty sure Bob is educated, so he has to be business minded, not just because he went to law school. He knows the business, and if he don't, he'll bring the right people in
another Harvard
to operate the company. But Al ain't make no wrong moves. He has all these fighters over in his stable, and then this is always a thing. There's limited time on the type of fighters you got, and these fighters got to maximize their opportunities. That's why Kyle was saying about Gary Russell. Gary Russell has junked himself. He's worthless to the game. AB has junked himself. He's worthless to the game. That becomes the issue with a lot of fighters, especially young people, period, is they don't think that there's a window of opportunity within this field. This is a different field where the opportunities are very fucking short, and you have to maximize this shit. And these dudes ain't. They get happy with big checks, and then they fuck it off. But guess what? There's always some new blood to replace your ass, and Al gonna find it. And he still got it. He got multiple champions. They dominate divisions, and you got promoters that got to run to him. And that's why I'm like, I don't get what people talk about Al fucking. He ain't fucking nothing up. But it's just the way the game goes. The other side of this business is this market. You can run boxing, but without television, you having to do small level shit. But there's only limited opportunities to feature someone on TV. But the big money comes from these organizations getting TV deals. The same thing with Dana White. Dana White's biggest breakthrough was when he got the Spike TV deal. And then he's fucking elevated ever since that. TV is monstrous when it comes to these promotion. And Al got 2 networks that he's on. The rest of them can't say that shit.
Distribution. Just like I was talking about the record company. But hey, Reggie, tell everybody how you became Barbershop Conversations #1 fan.
Man, like I said, that nigga my brother, but the nigga lost. Nigga lost in a motherfucker. I ain't like when he started that punk ass shit trying to disrespect Elijah Muhammad, the Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan, Black Fathers, all that other shit. This nigga's a hurt Negro. Like El was saying, like he's still trying to find himself. This nigga almost 50 years old and lost. What can he ever say to try to give direction to a black community that this nigga has tried to escape from? He's tried to escape his identity as a black man. And his first attack, when he's felt abandoned because he's taken this boxing journalism shit a little bit too serious, and now he begins to show his true self. He's too old to have to find himself. He just needs to chill and maybe listen. Fred can't talk at black people because he has a limited understanding what blackness is. And then to go after the NOI is probably one of the most prolific black organizations in this country. And I think they have, how long have you been around for, Brandon? over 70 years, probably
since 1930.
Yeah, so that's almost what, close 90 something, 80 something years.
90, what's that? 92 years. Yep.
Yeah, unapologetic about blackness, and if change before this organization comes about, you got to think of the mind and condition of certain black people. Where you hear the stories in them, of course, not all black people like that, but a large majority walk down, bow their heads, allow little white boys calling grown ass men boys. The Emmett Till type shit, where uncle just let some white man walk into his home and take his kids. The mindsets of what Elijah Muhammad started began to change shit in this country. Then you have a lot of offshoots from the nation. Maybe people didn't want to hold on to the discipline.
Offshoots, the Black Panthers, that all come from the nation. The Black Panthers come from the nation. The 5%ers come from the nation. All of that.
Hey, Reggie, you make a lot of good points, man. And you know, I listen to your channel a lot, brother, and you probably miss your calling, man, because you're really a comedian, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And
I'll be clowning.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure, for damn sure. But you say this about the NOI, right? Now I'm neutral. You know, when it comes to the NOI. But some things I agree with, some things I don't.
The NOI, they the ones that opened your eyes to who the Jews was.
Yeah, I'm not even in the NOI, but I gotta respect.
No, I definitely got respect for anybody.
The thing about it is we should just respect our institutions, because other people not turning down their institutions. They not going around dragging and trying to do investigative. They not doing that. So the thing we should be doing.
My thing is this though. If we believe, if you're a proponent for what the NOI teaches us as far as, you know, black independence and black ownership, as they teach, am I right or wrong? Don't they teach that?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm just saying, am I right or wrong? Do they teach that or not?
Hell yeah, they lead that.
Yeah.
Ain't Lamert Park owned by the nation?
Okay, so watch this. If you say that you believe that, then how can you fault me for saying that if we don't have total ownership, we gonna be enslaved by a system that is constantly showing us what they feel about us? Like people are in shock or surprised by a nation and a group of people that enslaved us. Like nothing surprises me, because like I mentioned on Fred's show the other day, we were specifically selected to be the burden bearers. And
I don't disagree, but we talking about the specific. Reg and I have been talking about a specific breakdown and why that man catch the heat that he catch. That's why when Reg did them videos, everybody, it needs to be a counterbalance to that. Because if he didn't do it, it wouldn't bring attention to the shit. It wouldn't bring attention to the background. Because when Reggie started breaking that shit down and playing them old videos and putting that shit together, you show what you're dealing with. Because you can't just sit and tear down a guy. Not only that, this show what kind of man he is. And I'm gonna get up off of it. DB, my brother, an honorable man, the man that was a co-host on this show. He knew what that man believed in. That's my friend. And if my friend believes something and we close, I'm not gonna disrespect him, right? I'm just gonna choose to go. I'm just gonna choose to leave it alone because that's my friend. That's how you handle things like that, especially when it comes to religion. This ain't no bullshit organization. So we should handle our shit with respect. That's all, man. We just handle our things with respect and decorum because everybody else does.
Go ahead. I agree with that, but back to the point that I was saying, because I got a lot of flack for mentioning something that I feel like I was totally 100% right about, and now the panel pretty much saying the same thing that I said that I got flack about.
What you get flack for?
By saying that if we don't own 100% of what we you know, the type of business that we conduct, if we don't own that shit 100%, we gonna continue to be enslaved as we continue to be shown how we are viewed by the establishment. Like this has been a recurring theme. Like, look, I'm all for equality, but I do understand this in America, that there's a class system, and that class system is predicated upon race. And there's a racial hierarchy that has been in place for years. And this system operates on that racial hierarchy. And we are the inferior group. That's a fact.
Actually, Native Americans are. Native Americans are.
No, listen. Do you know the racial hierarchy?
But no, we the unorganized.
I'm just saying, Native Americans are the worst in every demographic statistically in the United States. So,
we're the unorganized group, and that's simply it. A lot of us don't have an understanding of the system. You never
they get shot at a higher rate from cops. They're below the poverty line, the lowest below the poverty line. They're on drugs, all that same shit.
And even with the system, you're never gonna shake the system. The system, America's system, is a great system. I'm not gonna knock and try to break it. Is. And it's also a system that dominates internationally. And I think any nation, even if Black people were to create a nation, you still got to operate a nation that functions with the rest of the world. You can't just do things within your own nation. You limit yourself. I agree.
And Brandon.
But even go ahead.
No, Brandon, I had a question though. Is that shit that Fred be talking about? Is any of it true though?
Hell no, that shit ain't true.
Like the underage girls, the 9 wives shit. I mean, I don't really care about 9 wives. You know,
I'm gonna tell you like let me say this.
Go ahead, Red.
Because when people talk about underage in the modern era, that's even like when I teach my kids on shit. I have to put shit in the context of the time period. Many of our grandparents were fucking young mothers being preyed upon by elder dudes. So those concepts don't come into play.
That's a fact. And it was accepted back then. A lot of that shit.
Yep, my grandmother got married when she was 15.
And your grandfather's probably like 25.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. Hell no. And also when it comes to wives, the king of Saudi Arabia had over 100 some wives. If you look around the world right now, it's men in other countries with 100. It's kings and queens with 100.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really care about the number of wives. I was just more talking about the underage thing.
Nah, man, that's bullshit. So
you saying that yes, the girls were young, but it was at a time when dudes were dating younger women.
They were younger than him, of course.
I'm talking about like I think what the youngest I heard over here. I didn't watch the movie, but like youngest I heard was what 14.
No, hell
so
no.
They was that young. I ain't gonna lie about that.
See, what if you asking me the truth? I'm telling you the truth. This other brother, you not a member. I wouldn't lie. What am I?
That's why I asked Brandon. That's why I asked you, Brandon.
Yeah,
like,
no, none of them were that young.
Hell no. The wives, you can pull up the videos where the wives speak out.
Thank you, Reg.
And guess what? Guess what they raised? Very successful children. Fred's digging and reaching for a bunch of bullshit that's not there. All he's speaking out.
Well, see that led into my next question was if the information was true or had some validity to it, and even under the guise of like, hey, it's a different time, I get that because I say the same shit about previous generations. I actually say the same shit about the whole argument about guys being attracted to young women is more natural than homosexuality. But anyway, regardless of that shit. I was just wondering, so was the anger more that he quote unquote exposed this little known thing, or was it that he did it in a certain manner where he could have?
Is that he trashes it every chance that he gets. Anything negative, he sits and goes through files, whatever he can think of. Whatever the dirt is that the white people throw on the NOI, that's what he goes and drudges up. So that's my issue. Why you want to talk about the worst part of it?
I'm not going. My thing is like this. From what I gathered, because I studied this shit long before, like, because I was into Malcolm X when I was young and all that shit. And, I knew the backstory and all that shit. And from what I gathered, them women were young. But at the same time, if your religious beliefs allow you to do that and everybody for it, that's something that's something y'all got to take up with y'all God. But the women were young though, but at that time it was kind of common, so it was commonplace. So, and then Malcolm X said it. I'm not gonna say Malcolm X was lying, but I can also too say this: did Malcolm know that he was fucking with them girls that was underage before he said it? Sure. Did Malcolm X have a reason to say that at the time he said it? Hell yeah, he had a reason to say it because
this thing was about underage girls. It was about
these is his wives. These is his wives, bro. Like privilege. Like, why do you call them fucking with? And bro, see, that's the disrespect that. But we don't handle other people like that in other cultures when they have.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It's that's the issue with the way it's handled. And then not only that, what if you said, oh, you Mary, Mary fucking off, that bitch went out and had a baby, Jesus wasn't Jesus. It's the way you talk about what people believe in.
I got a question to piggyback on that, Brandon. It seems like so non-black people are not allowed to have any critique or criticism of black culture. But now it's gotten to the point that fellow blacks aren't allowed to critique or have anything negative to say about black culture.
It's one thing when you just tearing some shit down.
Right.
You got to where the Catholic Church in the 2000s was coming up on all type of the most horrific crimes you can think of, and that's fucking doing homosexual molestation of young boys.
Right.
This nigga ain't done one thing to speak about that. Same thing with the motherfuckers in Penn State. Ain't done one thing to speak on it. But you want to speak on some shit from the 1960s and shit. Like that nigga.
And this is where I find the hypocrisy in that statement, though, Reggie,
because everything Fred talks is just the wrong shit. It's a place out of hurt. And I don't see how people don't identify this nigga hurt. That nigga needs some help, and why people close to him don't tell him to get the help. Now you have this shit to where he speaks about the people killing Malcolm X. Now, they just paid these people who spend most of their lives in prison behind some shit they done did. He ain't clear up none of that shit. And it just shows that the New York Police Department failed in finding the proper murderers of Malcolm X.
I'm going to tell you how I personally feel about that and how I've always felt about this since I was young. I don't think Elijah Muhammad or Farrakhan directly was involved with the murder. I do believe that they knew that the murder was going to take place, and they didn't care less to stop it. I do believe that wholeheartedly.
The Nation of Islam don't work like that.
But look, in that, you kind of have some responsibility, because I'm gonna give you an example. Like, say for instance, I fuck with Reggie, right? But because of his position, and we had the same faith, but because of his disciplinary position in our faith, kind of like ouses him. I know that he about to get killed, and I don't say nothing.
Man,
I know you look. They knew for a fact. They knew for a fact, brother Malcolm X was about to get killed, because that nigga that said that he look. What was the brother name that they that came out and said that he had killed him and everything? That even took confession for the murder. He had made mention that he wanted to kill Malcolm, because he wanted to get back in good standings with the nation. So it was known. It was known.
A lot of people wanted to kill Malcolm, though.
This is conspiracy theory, bro.
Can I go back to a point that Reggie made?
No.
When you guys,
let us stay on this point real quick. Wait, let us close this point real quick.
This just like hood shit, though. Like it was no different than hood shit that was going on. Like, the streets always know what the fuck going on. It was the same thing. I don't think that they was directly like kill that nigga, because I believe that Elijah Muhammad, he directed them not to fuck with Malcolm, but at the same time, he heard the rumors. This man knew what was going on. He didn't say, "No, don't let that happen." He probably told him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You don't know.
He didn't do everything within his power to not let that happen within the people that was involved, that was also members of the nation.
But sometimes shit is out of your power. And this is the other thing. Malcolm betrayed them. Malcolm was saying a lot of shit that he shouldn't stated. And then Malcolm tried to walk back a lot of the shit that he stated.
Yeah, Malcolm wasn't perfect. Like I tell Fred all the time, I say Malcolm was just a man as well.
And that's what got him killed. And that's the climate that got him killed. Running his mouth.
It's just like even with an East Coast, West Coast shit, we sitting in our time period. It's some shit you may do to harm a motherfucker that somebody gonna want to get back at you.
No, that's a fact.
No one can do to stop it, and that's what Malcolm found himself in. Elijah, as popular as people say Malcolm was, Elijah was viewed that way too.
But think about this though. Think about this though. Think about this. This brother Malcolm, right? In his previous lifestyle and his previous condition, he took the nation from being just pretty much a local kind of like black community thing to a global figure. And to have, he did, bro. You laughing like he didn't do that, but that was Malcolm that did that, bro.
No, Malcolm played a big part.
Come on, man. Elijah Muhammad couldn't do that.
Wait a minute, man.
But look, Elijah is the teacher of these guys.
He's the leader. What are y'all? I mean, yes, Malcolm.
But he understood the importance. He understood the importance and the value that Malcolm X had was far greater in that area than anybody else.
Hold on, bro. Who do you think made Malcolm the national representative? Who do you think put him where he was?
Of course, because they seen the value in it.
So that's okay. So that goes without saying what you're saying. He knew who that was it. He knew who he trained.
So let me develop the point I'm trying to make.
Hey, you gotta get there though. Come on, L.
But all right, look.
You.
For Malcolm to have done all he had did, sacrifice all he had sacrificed for the nation, and then seemingly to get slashed down just for making one mistake in the eyes of the nation, which really wasn't a mistake. It really wasn't. It was a matter of personal preference because Elijah Muhammad, he didn't want the backlash that came with the things that Malcolm X wanted to say. But who taught him that though?
Wait a minute. Nobody. And what happened?
Okay. That's just like when a brother got killed in LA and Malcolm said, hey man, we about to go down there and handle the LAPD. Oh no, brother, we can't do nothing violent. Nigga, this is what you've been telling us. You've been telling us the white man the enemy.
Never. What man, you don't know, first of all, what you talking about, you don't understand and you're not nuanced enough. So
okay, my grandfather was in the nation, bro.
Yeah, but what you doing is ramming a lot of stories together, ramming a lot of instances together.
Man, this shit ain't no different than what going in the hood, man. Hey, only times change, people don't, man. It's the same game.
You got it.
I'm not attacking the nation. I'm just letting it be known what the facts are, bro. This is just what it is. Like, can't nobody fool me with semantics and oh, you gotta have the facts or that's just a rumor. Man, I didn't see niggas get killed my whole motherfucking life, and the niggas that did it lying about it the whole time and got these group of niggas believing it. Come on, man, I know exactly what happened. Nigga can't pull that over my eyes, nigga, because niggas really just scared. Like, nigga, I got God on my side, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas. I know the truth, nigga. That's why I never sided with no bitch ass niggas. Cause I ain't scared of no nigga. I can get killed today, nigga, but I still got God on my side. Point blank, period. And niggas try to rule other men because of the positions of power they have. But come on, man, we all equal, bruh. Nigga can't try to little bruh me.
Nah, we ain't all equal.
I don't think nobody should be able to little bruh anybody. But in these organizations you have where they follow these strict codes. That's why I don't belong to nothing. But I got utmost respect for the nation and what they have built, because no religion you find that go and reach people that come from these regions of life. They go after people who the rest of society shuns, and they get them back to their feet. You don't find no organization that does that shit. Now, many people speak of Middle Eastern practices of Islam, but who allow that shit to happen in this country? The nation. The nation's the father of that shit. All this, what's the different practices of Islam that people do over here? Shit wouldn't they wouldn't be allowed to do that without the Nation of Islam.
That's a fact.
A lot of these religious freedoms that are over here outside of Christianity, you wouldn't be able to have it. These people
I'm not
still
gonna say.
on that shit. But no, let me say this. You got
Go
people
ahead,
who
bro.
are fucking killers who are part of this organization, and these guys have done the best to clean these cats up. You don't find our Baptist churches doing that shit. You don't find Catholic churches doing that shit. They'll take your tithes, they'll take your offering, but how much are they working with you to ensure that and there's reasoning behind why they try to be so strict on these people, because a lot of these motherfuckers are killers.
I agree. And my thing is this. The nation has done a lot of great things for the black community. I'm not going to negate the positive that they done, but I also say this.
So why not leave it there? Why not leave
Hold
it
on,
there?
because look, see,
well,
that's
why can't you do both? Why can't you point out the good but also
right? Thank you, Max. Thank you.
I'm saying. Okay,
why is it off
that's
limits?
the problem.
Why is it off limits to critique?
No, it's the thing about okay.
But here's what I was
going
to ask Reggie earlier though.
Here's the thing.
Like, but it's bad when you gotta go to the 1960s to bash the organization. Like,
but Reggie, I was gonna ask you, Reggie, when you was talking about Fred, like Fred don't bring up the Catholic Church, you don't bring up Penn State, right? We would say those are what white people shit, right? That's what white people are doing. He ain't criticizing this shit. But that's what I'm saying. It sounds hypocritical because yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, it sounds hypocritical to ask somebody, why don't you go talk about white people problems when non-black people come in here and talk to y'all with black people problems? Y'all say, don't talk about this issue. You ain't black. You can't talk about it. But then you want to tell a black man to go talk on white people shit because you don't want to hear him talk about black people shit.
No,
just weird.
That's the problem. Because white people ignore a lot of white issues. A white person.
That's on them, though, right? I mean, we're also separated, right?
No.
That's on them, right?
I think people can, if you're gonna be authentic, then yeah, you talk about it. I talk about
all of them.
Let me say this for me, because I don't follow what other people say. I talk about white issues because white people live in my country, so I'm gonna talk about it. They affect what happens in my country, so I'm gonna talk about them. And I don't just get on here to talk about. I talk about them when I'm around them.
To your credit, I've never heard you say don't talk about black issues if you ain't black. So
yeah, Reggie, because you talk about black issues too, nigga.
Yeah, I talk about all of it.
Yeah, you do, nigga. You don't really discriminate.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And for that purpose, look, your channel should really be bigger than what it is, but a lot of shit don't really get pushed in the algorithms because a lot of that shit is true.
Man, Reggie don't give a fuck about that. Reggie don't be trying to
strike, so I know
it don't matter whether you give a fuck about it or not, but the truth is not gonna get exposed at the rate that this bullshit is.
Yeah, but growth just comes in, and that's the other thing with me. I ain't caught up on the numbers or channel growth. I just like talking the points and getting certain shit out, like the conversations, because a lot of conversations that you find on here are unique to the world because a lot of people don't have this shit. A lot of people don't engage in these conversations. I think YouTube has really opened the world to a lot of shit. You didn't hear that. Even like the one shit that I really be digging that I watch on here is watching Kev Max show, because we get a lot of our fucking like LA history, even from a gang standpoint, but it ain't the glorified. Because you gotta go to that point to begin to understand what really fucked this whole damn city over. Because it ain't just a South Central thing. What has fucked this whole city? You begin to get the history. A lot of these young kids engaged in gang shit don't have an understanding of it because they have no history of understanding. Because the people who are leaders were young, untaught kids that got themselves. But so it's good to have these conversations and glorify, because before everybody got gang history from white British motherfuckers doing journalist shit on our history in LA, and you just had a lot of buffoonish shit. Like when you watch them old gang histories, and the rest of the world brought into a lot of LA shit, and it looked cool to them, and they wanted to pick up on that shit, and it was all fucking wrong. So it's great to hear the history, but I just like conversations, period. Even when there are racial related conversations, I just don't like to hear black people cry all the time like they can't engage in conversations. Like you got to be willing to get on that shit. That's why I'm like when you're saying earlier about we using Jewish money, we supposed to use their money. They use every other people's money.
I agree, but my thing is this: if we gonna use their money, let's branch off and start our own power structure within the system.
PBC. It's called PBC.
Yeah. And you ain't gonna create this power structure like that with business. Like, you're gonna You get big enough in business and you borrowing money, especially that's what be tripping when niggas be like, I'm a CEO. No, you're not. You don't even know how to structure a company to be CEO.
It's called PBC. They fight under their own bubble. Like Andre Berto broke it down. He said, man, they chop the money up amongst themselves if they can. And he said, if you win or you lose, you get right back in there. Think about it. Fucking Andre Berto got to fight Floyd Mayweather on pay-per-view. Keith Thurman got to fight Manny Pacquiao. Adrian Broner got to fight Manny Pacquiao. Earl Spence got to. I mean, just think about Mikey Garcia. Just think about how he keeps putting him. Danny Garcia gets to fight Sean Porter. These fights are pay-per-view fights, or they main. I mean, this is beautiful. Think about it, Charlo.
Yeah, it is, but it's also an ugly side. It's also an ugly side to it, though.
See, but you, I don't know why you keep wanting to gravitate to the negative of everything. Even what we
I'm not gravitating to the negative of everything.
You keep low vibrating to everything negative.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying that we need to identify that shit and get rid of it. It don't need to exist in anything that got to do with us, because that's why we're in the position that we continue to be in. Because we allow the smut to continue to be in the good shit. No, get rid of that shit. Like when niggas getting money.
So why you don't want to why not target Bob Arum first and show us how it's done?
I don't. Me personally, I've always been like this. I don't care what nobody that don't like me feel about me, especially no motherfucking white person. I don't care. If we talking about unifying and coming together, then that means I gotta hold my brother accountable. He gotta hold me accountable, and we gotta do this shit together. Point blank. Period. I'm not surprised at how white people get down.
What makes you my brother?
I would think that we had the same issues in this country.
Keep going. I'm listening.
I've always held high regard for my fellow black brother, but in most cases, it seems that the ideals don't line up, because I might be pushing this pro-black ideology, and most niggas gonna look at me and frown. They don't even know how to speak to me. Like, we have a self-hate that we gotta address within ourselves, like each and every one of us. Because
can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When most of the time, people just want water room temperature. They don't want it boiling hot. So if you want, I'm just saying, just from the outside looking in, man, you might want to just give people room temperature water. They can take it better. If you give them a glass of scalding hot water.
What you mean by that?
Meaning, bro, you come off fiery, like a fire.
I'm gonna give you an example, bro.
So me just watching you. So when
that's funny you say that, because my whole life I've been told I've been aggressive. Even on Fred's show, even on this show, niggas will first come out and attack me, but then they'll give credit to what I say by they following lines of reasoning. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you an analogy. If you was in a burning building, right, and I came in there and I said, "Hey, you black ass, ugly ass, big nose, dark skin ass, char burn ass nigga, get the fuck out this building right now. It's burning." What did I basically tell you in essence? I gave you instructions to save your life. Who gives a fuck about you? Who gives a fuck how I said it? Nigga, the end result was gonna be a benefit to you. I'm tired of talking nice to niggas and trying to give niggas the benefit of the doubt. No, nigga, I need to just tell you how it is, because we already in an inferior mindset, in the victim mindset. So that shit is
working out. So you think you turn people on with that or off?
With some things, I don't give a fuck no more.
Okay, so then you're not in the business of saving people if you don't give a fuck.
I'm definitely in the business of saving people. You're not in the
business of being pro-black if you don't give a fuck how your message is received when you're trying to teach people who don't know better.
Okay, but I've never been disrespectful to nobody. I've been disrespected on multiple occasions.
Disrespectful what you just said. If you want to help somebody, then you don't talk to them like that.
See, as black people, we always talking about, oh, he didn't say it like I wanted to say, how I want him to say it. Like we We like our ears to be fucking tickled and fancy. We like sweet words.
I'm like that too. And I'm like that too. That's why I be telling people, as much as I come off, I tell people, man, I ain't got nothing but love in my heart. I don't be coming off. I don't come off violent and threatening people. I see
that, Reggie.
Be offensive to people, but my intentions ain't to where it's hatred, because for me, I've always been brought on that ideal of us being black, and I don't believe black people, like you were saying, have to be what they call this shit, little sugar coated about shit. Soft touch. I think sometimes
don't like that either.
I think sometimes it's cool to be blunt and straightforward people, even with cussing. Even when I be with my kids, and I'll be cussing about certain shit they do. You cuss into. I say, listen, man, stop listening to the cuss words. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. There's a reason behind why the cussing is coming in there, but you pay attention to just the cussing when there's other shit I'm giving to you. That's lied in there. You may hear one cuss word.
But you're not cussing at them all the time. That's not your vocabulary at all times.
I say like this: when a nigga want to find fault in you, if a nigga want to find fault in me, just ask me, nigga. I'm gonna give you a list. But when it come to the truth, nigga, tell me where I'm lying at, nigga. The meat of what I'm saying is the truth, nigga. The truth hurt. A lot of people niggas don't want to elevate with the truth.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Okay. The truth is a steak dinner. And if I put that steak dinner on a trash can and present it to you, a trash can lid, I take it right off the trash can, right off a stinking ass trash can lid, and I give you that steak dinner. And I say, this is a steak dinner. This is the truth. Here you go. Or if I put that steak dinner on a plate and present it to you, which one, you tell me, which one you gonna take?
Okay,
it's the same thing, right?
Watch this. No. Watch this. Watch this. If you present that steak dinner to me on the trash can first, and that meal means saving my life, nigga, I'm eating it with no words. I'm not giving you no flack about it, nigga. This means my life. Nigga, I don't give a fuck that you gave it to me on a trash lid. Nigga, this is essential to my well-being. I'm gonna eat now, nigga, because we need it now. Fuck all the semantics. Fuck all the cosmetics. Fuck all that, nigga. Black people, we need help right now, nigga. We need the truth right now.
Listen, all black people is not the same. Some of us think different. Some of us, you have to present it to us in different ways. Everybody
been saying that for years.
All right.
Yeah. Sometimes you do gotta know your audience. That there's truth to that. But sometimes the audience gotta also know when they need to hear the truth.
And they gotta know how to adapt, bro. See, you got motherfuckers like that within our race that is holding back the progress because they don't like how something is being presented to them. Like, these motherfuckers are the same motherfuckers that's getting in the way of collective progress for us all. Because they want to make a flack, well, I don't like how this was presented. Nah, man, you really ain't for us, man. So these niggas need to be cut off and put in the fire. And it's a lot of these old black leaders that's the same way. These niggas are system niggas. And they the niggas that come in and talk these sweet words to dumb niggas that don't know how to decipher, that are not independent thinkers, that want to follow another motherfucking man. Fuck following man, nigga. I'm following God. If it don't align with that, then fuck them. Point blank, period. Because niggas have shown me time and time again that they want to dominate and rule other men to injury, dog. If you don't look at me as a brother and you don't look at me as an equal and you want to try to rule over me because you got insecurities and shit, nigga, you ain't nobody for me. Point blank, period, nigga. It is what it is. And we see that constantly within our race, within our people, because we have an inferiority complex, homie. We've been given that shit since birth. And a lot of us have subscribed to it based on our upbringing, nigga, the system conditioning, nigga, the systemic conditioning, all that, bro. I don't subscribe to that shit, bro. I'm an independent thinker, bro. Free mind, free entity, nigga, looking to constantly elevate, bro, and grow. And that's what I want to do. I want to extend growth so I can get growth back, so it can be reciprocated to me, bro. That's really what it is.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way, man. I like I say, I don't follow being led by nobody, but I take lessons from people. That's why I like conversations. I think the greatest part in conversation is listening, and I think even being a father to having to teach kids, you have to learn to listen and be mindful of how lessons are learned and like what kids pick up on, because you have to apply it to your own self and how you learned and went about things. What did you retain and shit like that. But I just always think that conversations are good, but people have to allow people to be free in their own thinking rather than trying to rule people. I've always stood away from people who think they're gonna rule shit with me. Like, it ain't about to happen. I won't even do it with my kids. I don't rule you, but I'm not gonna let you go out here and be doing stupid shit.
Right. I agree.
I think it's applied teaching, so you can be critical enough to to process thoughts and how to go about
and make
living
sound decisions
the right way. Yeah. But it ain't for me to be their leader or boss and none of that shit, because I got fucked up ways in myself and I don't want them picking up on it.
See, I have an interest on progression, and I want people that are like-minded in my company, in my circle. Like, I don't mind being corrected.
You said you hang around Fred.
But see, y'all don't know. See, listen, you making a joke out of it, but I'm telling you, nigga, I don't underestimate no man, because I found value in bums, niggas that are the refuse of society. Why?
I'm just saying, brother.
Why? Hold on, I'm talking, bro.
Like it don't sound like Fred talking. You said like-minded people in your circle.
Hold on, bro.
The way
you don't know Fred. Listen, you know, I made a point earlier.
I read his book. And I watched him and I studied him. So I may not know him personally, but I'm just telling you that what he is not what you talk about.
Bro, I know Fred, nigga. Barbershop Conversations is a different nigga, homie. I know Fred, bro.
So that means he's fake.
Hey, hey, as Barbershop Conversations, he make a lot of how can I say, what word am I using? He has a lot of discrepancies in his character. But hold on. Frederick Hawthorne, the nigga that I know, that I seen, that I done been with for hundreds and thousands of hours, that nigga's a good, genuine nigga, homie. Because that nigga I didn't really seen this nigga do things, and I didn't seen his heart on display, bro. And the nigga can't tell me, bro, because I seen it. And I'm a good judge of character. Hey, ain't nobody always wrong, bro. And ain't nobody always right. Right now, he ego tripping, bro, on a lot of subjects. Man, me and Fred didn't have more arguments than a little bit, bro. But that's still my brother, and I still love him. Even though Fred be coming at me foul and he be wrong, but I see past that because I forgive him for his ignorance in advance. Because I can see the better in him and say, one day he gonna get it. Because in all reality, homie, Fred a good nigga, homie. Fred a real good nigga. Fred a good nigga. I'm vouching for the nigga on that. He ain't perfect, bro, and I'm not gonna say that. Nigga, we disagree on a lot of shit. But I seen the nigga hard on display, bro. Nigga can't tell me the nigga ain't a good nigga when I didn't seen him. Nigga put thousands into community efforts, nigga. And a lot of shit that he ain't even talked about, nigga. Like, oh man, this person rent short, or they ain't got the rent. Hey, don't worry about it. I didn't seen the nigga do that, bro. Personally, for no clout. I didn't seen the nigga do that, bro. The nigga did shit for me that I had to tell him, like, nah, bro, you don't have to do that, cause I ain't here for that, bro. But the nigga genuinely had a heart to help, bro. Now, has he been corrupted and altered in the process of his disappointments? Yeah, some of that shit has affected his better judgment. But I have enough faith in the brother, because the greater part of him is a good person. I have faith that he'll see it through, and he'll eventually come out of that because I got faith in the nigga and I love him genuinely, bro. But again, y'all know
that.
Fred.
Hey, no, hold up. I can and what you saying, I can respect that. But I'll say this: I would encourage you, the person that you describing, that's the person that need to be put on display, not this other fake motherfucking
And I
character.
tell him all the time. I say, Fred, let your ego go, nigga.
You gotta tell that nigga go see a psychiatrist. I really think
I
that
tell
nigga
him,
got
but
some
it's like this. When you know a man, bro.
Reggie did say that though. Reggie, you did say he had split personality. Reggie been called this. Reggie said it.
I've been knowing Fred.
Enough crazy niggas in my life to identify.
When you know, and look, when you know a person and you done told a person so many times, sometimes you gotta let life teach him his lesson. It gotta take its course.
Yeah, that's true.
And I always tell him, hey Fred, don't let this shit take you to a point to where it ain't even worth it, bro, because it can get to that. And in some situations, it has led to things that it shouldn't have led to. So I tell him, hey, take a moment to think about it, analyze this, bro, because you allowing your ego to get ahead of you, nigga. And that ego is building up a nigga that really you can't encompass. And that nigga gonna cause you more problems. Your ego, nigga, that barbershop conversation, nigga, gonna cause you some problems that, nigga, you really can't afford and you can't take on. That ain't Fred, nigga. But we all got them problems, nigga. Hey, how many rich niggas you know? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Fred brag a lot, but Fred didn't really build an empire, homie. I know. His wife has helped him and they have helped each other, but the nigga smarter. Don't ever let a nigga play you like he's stupid, bro. Everybody can put on an act, nigga. I'm telling you. I tell this nigga, stop underestimating niggas, homie. See, my daddy taught me something, homie. See, my daddy from the streets, homie. He grew up in Compton, homie, in the 80s, all that. My dad been shot a couple of times, nigga, almost been killed. But my daddy always told me this. Say, let a nigga think less about you. Because then they ain't never got to worry about you. Nigga ain't gonna never see it coming. Look, everybody can put on an act, nigga, and you never know what a nigga putting on an act for. So always try to dig a little deeper, nigga. Pull back. Keep peeling back that onion, bro. Keep peeling back that onion. You're gonna start revealing, oh man, this shit get more stronger and stronger. It get deeper and deeper. It get more clear and clear. Like I'm getting more clarity on the situation. Bro, I've just learned so much in this life, bro, that you can say I'm overthinking a lot of situations, bro, but I'm rarely off, bro. I'm rarely off because I try to be slow to judge. Like, I just try to find a why. Why this nigga acting like this? What could be moving him to act like this? Now, what would he benefit from by acting like this? Oh, okay, I get it now. And once I understand it, I just kick back and say, nigga, I watched the show and watch it unfold. Now, again, I don't agree with everything Fred do because some things is damaging. It is even damaging to him. He don't see it yet, though. But believe me, I know Fred, bro. I know the nigga. Trust me. And I don't get offended by a nigga having a lesser perception of me. That don't bother me. Because, nigga, I'm just flesh. I'm human, nigga. I'm gonna die one day like everybody, nigga. I'm a piece of shit without the true God, nigga. I'm a piece of shit, nigga. Like, cause my mind can sink to such levels, nigga. I know that, nigga. I'm a piece of shit without God, nigga. I need God. And right now, I'm spiritually without him in its entirety, bro. And I'm a piece of shit.
No, I feel you on that shit. I feel you. But that nigga needs to go see a doctor. He needs to settle his brain, man.
No, Fred needs some help in some areas, man, because he going through some things, and like I tell him, man, and don't get lost in it, bro. Cause
he gotta get back to who his true self is. You gotta always be true to who you are at all times.
I agree.
But it's like don't let the boxing shit, cause niggas and watch interviews or they ain't stud on you with this shit. Cause I used to tell that nigga, man, you what I used to call nigga, you the fucking ultimate agitator. Like, that's all you really been known and doing. Even the first time I met him, you can see that nigga doing shit to agitate people, questions he asks to agitate, and to get feedback. Like, that ain't what it's always about. People don't want you at the events when they run the business and doing shit.
See, that never surprised me with Fred though, because look, Fred grew up without a father. He grew up without brothers. It makes sense, bro. Like, I've noticed, I've been studying people since I was a kid, bro. And watch this. And y'all go, this is probably gonna be a revelation to some, but when I say it, it ain't gonna be nothing that's all so bright or all so brilliant. If you can think back to the people that you know, that you really, really know, think back to the time when they was kids. Now assess that character as a kid. Now look at the person as an adult. Ain't much changed. Watch this. And Reggie, you probably gonna be able to relate to this because you're an LA nigga just like me.
Right.
Most niggas that started gangbanging was the same niggas in elementary who would come up to you because a girl likes you and would try to fight you with a group of niggas. It was them same kind of kids. Niggas that needed needed help, niggas that needed to feel accepted, niggas that had identity crisis problems. The same type of nigga. Most niggas that I know that are solid today as men, bro, them niggas was solid as little kids, bro. Them niggas had structure and guidance, and they was true to they self, bro, when they was fucking kids, nigga.
Yeah,
Tell me I'm lying.
You ain't lying. I can agree with that. No, and I am not from LA. You could see it in them because I've been getting that lately, and I've been shocked. I've been going to funerals and seeing people, and they be like, "Man, we knew you was gonna be all right." I was like, "How?" It was like, "Man, you had a good foundation. You was a solid little dude." Not bragging,
I'm telling you.
But you could, I can agree with that statement, and you could see.
I've been studying niggas since I was a kid, bro, and I'm gonna tell you, I've always tried to have a higher understanding of things more than what just meets the eye or more than what was just popular opinion, because nigga, usually that's the wrong way to think or the wrong way to go. So I just tried to open my eye to the truth and see, like, what's the why behind this? And bro, it always matched up. Like, always, bro. And guess what? Most niggas I know that's solid now, bro, that even that gangbang, them niggas be like, damn, man, I wish I could have did it like you, man. I didn't have to gangbang to be solid or to be accepted, or, you know, because most of these niggas, bro, 34, 35 years old, bro, they know, man, I fucked up, man. I gave my whole being to this shit, bro. Because as much as niggas try to glorify gangbanging, bro, and that lifestyle, I tell a nigga just like this. This what trumps everything. If you got a son, nigga, or a daughter, would you allow your daughter to live that lifestyle? Do you want your daughter to live that lifestyle? Nigga gonna say, nope, I keep my kids away from that. So why would you glorify that in any capacity, nigga? But niggas do it when it's monetary gain. That's why I say when niggas be like, try to be community leaders and they was ex-gangsters and shit, but when they see these rappers and these fucking fake ass niggas monetizing the gang banging lifestyle that they feel like that they really live, then they want to put their hand in it and they want to glorify it and perpetuate it amongst the youth and amongst those circles because it's a monetary gain and it's a monetary value attached to it. No, nigga, you gotta totally denounce that lifestyle, because when you associate in it in any capacity, then you not exempt with what comes with that. That's why you see, like, you be wondering, like, oh man, how did that nigga get killed? He was cool, he was good. Nah, nigga, you didn't see that he was still keeping the company, and you know what comes with the company. You know what come with that. So when the nigga put himself in that circumference, oh, it's all doors open, all access, nigga. Because a nigga that ain't got nothing can do. Ain't nobody exempt out here. Nigga, a civilian not exempt. So what you think a nigga that's actually putting himself on the line, right on the front line, what you think he got coming?
Right, you get the shit knocked off too.
Real shit.
That's somebody snoring. Cinto.
Must be Cal.
Allergies.
Oh. Cintos. Oh, you ain't talking shit.
But nah, bro, I agree with you 100%. And the outlook, the way you see the world, I understand it. Especially when you talk about asking questions. That's one of Neely Fuller's things. Neely Fuller always talk about ask questions. So I can dig it. I can see where you're at. And we all go through that. Any man of substance go down these paths. That's why I don't understand the other brother, but I don't want to keep dwelling on him. I want to keep building on this. When you come through certain schools of knowledge, especially when you grew up, I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s during the drug era. You know, all your family addicted to drugs. You watch it, all the men in your family go to prison, all that shit. And you even participate in that shit. The thing about it is, the only time you change is when knowledge or something intervene in your life. That's the only time. Otherwise, you keep going. So most of us the knowledge don't intervene, or we don't see it when it comes. Like it's like a light that's shining in the darkness. And most of us would be like, oh shit, you see that light, bro? We need to go that way. That look like the way out, not the way we in this darkness. So most of us don't catch that light when it shine on us. Because it shines. We just don't catch it.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. This is the shit I was tripping on the other day. I was talking to a homie who I grew up with. And this is my homie since most of my friends I'm still cool with from shit. We like 5 and 7 years old. Now we in our 40s and shit. But I look at the ones who went in the gang shit. And the way I looked at, just from even had a convo with the homie yesterday, and the shit made me sad. Because a lot of these niggas, and the majority of the folks I grew up with, have these felonies in their record. Even with my brother, it's going to be the same shit. That as the homies I'm talking to, as they age, because of what they have done in life, not deciding to get out here, getting work, going out, doing gangbanging shit, hanging out, fucking away years and years of their lives and shit, is that once their parents are dead, these motherfuckers is fucked. And the same thing with my brother, who's incarcerated, can't keep his ass up out of prison. That as he serves whatever amount of time they got, I don't know if motherfucker got 15 more years left, that he's fucked over in his life as well when he gets out. Because my thing is, I got a family to take care of. I got kids. I can't help out like that. You done led a direction that's wrong. There's so many motherfuckers that I know just from in a personal life who, when I look at what the future holds for them, you know, there's always things that can change. But the future is grim for motherfuckers. It's grim as hell. And that shit kind of spreads wide because of how people have found themselves kind of moving in that path of gang shit. Because
that influence be a motherfucker, man.
Yeah. And it's a setback. When you apply to being black, like these are black people.
It is. We already got enough strikes against us, bro. For us to be taking out each other. And I talk to a lot of my partners, man. A lot of partners that I grew up with that gang bang on all sides of the fence, man. Paru, Crip, Blood, Mexican. And it's like, man, they 30, 40 years old and they realizing like, man, I've been fooled, bro. And that's the hardest thing to kind of come to grips with as a man, is to realize that, man, I done gave my entire being to something and I was fooled. I was taken advantage of. So a lot of times a nigga just be like, fuck it. I'm gonna go all out with it and ride this shit till the wheels fall off, because at this point, nigga, it's over with for me. So in the process of them hanging on to that ideal, they start misguiding other youth, bro. And they start basically giving that plague, passing that plague to the newer generation, bro, and then the cycle just continue to repeat. And it's like, nah, homie, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be vehemently like, nigga, up against it. Like, nah, nigga, I caused so much detriment in my community. Nigga, I'm gonna stand up against this in the face of whoever, nigga. Like, if you for righteousness, bro, and I've always told my mom and just niggas I've grown up with, niggas be like, man, why you not scared of this? Why how was you able to do it? Because, nigga, I truly believe that when you stand for righteousness, bro, you not gonna get taken. Like, I don't fear no man, bro. Like, nigga, God didn't champion me out of plenty of situations, bro, because I stood on the side of righteousness, bro. Does that mean I'm a big bad motherfucker? Hell no. I didn't been shot at. I didn't been shot, but nigga, I ain't never been afraid of no other man, nigga.
So what our attitude should be, even when it comes to Kyrie and Ye, this is my attitude. When black people talking, other black people should shut the fuck up.
That's a fact.
White people shouldn't be able to stick no goddamn microphone in Shaquille O'Neal face or LeBron face.
Agree.
They should say, man, what that black man said, he said. So when y'all see him, ask him.
Yeah.
And even if you don't agree, that's the way you should handle it. But because for far too long, we have allowed them to let them tell us what we think about each other, or pit each other against each other. That's the divisive shit that once again, if this person is who you say they is and all about us like that, then that behavior shouldn't go on.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I think you're right about that, Brandon. But I think some people react in emotions, because I think a lot of those dudes, just off of their experience of dealing with Kyrie, is what turns them against them. Same thing with Kanye. That sometimes the people who are at these lowest points in their career, they put themselves in a position. Kanye has done a lot of unnecessary shit even before he's got to talking shit that has offended his business partners and stuff. He has said ill shit about people who are closely associated with him. The ill shit he said about Jay-Z, Puff, Pusha T's, and what's the name, Sean, Big Sean, and them, and everybody else, John Legend. These people associated. He's always said ill shit. He turns on people, and therefore turns people against him when he finds himself in his low point. But yeah, people shouldn't jump on it. But I just think in a moment that people don't factor it in the thought of wondering what the fuck white people think. Even with Kyrie has fucked up every damn relationship he's had in the league because he says weird and strange shit. And I can bet my bottom dollar that people tell Kyrie before he goes and do it, man, Kyrie, take this angle. And Kyrie's one of these motherfuckers, how we talk about Fred, the cat you try to give advice to, and they don't listen because they know the way until they put themselves in position. But Kyrie's one of the people, he don't give a fuck. He gonna do it again.
But my thing is this too, though, with that, because I've always, when Kanye first came out, man, that was my favorite rapper, man. I said, man, this brother pushing some real shit, man. He conscious, he versatile, and he genuine, man. And even with his kind of like, he had a black church theme, you know what I mean? Like you can kind of see that he was like, man, he got that feel good black music. Like anybody can relate, nigga. Chicago, LA, New York, nigga, down south, Houston, Atlanta, like anybody, nigga, you can feel this. This is black music, nigga. What he say? It's that crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga. That shit was, man, that nigga Kanye was kicking it. But I'm gonna tell you, when that nigga really, really, really wanted that fame and he got tied in with Jay-Z, bro, he was always fucking with Jay-Z because he was producing a lot of his music on them early albums and shit. But when he really got tied in with the rock, bro, and he wanted to advance and go up that ladder, and he had seen that, man, I gotta go through Jay to do this, bro. He kind of got corrupted morally, bro. And I at that point I was turned off with Kanye. But when he started coming out doing a lot of things that people deemed was weird and off, I said, man, this nigga trying to get back to himself, but this nigga is fighting demons. He fighting the industry, and he got a little bit of, he kind of apprehensive because he know what he going into, but now he just tired. And he like, man, fuck it, man. I'm tired. I'm trying to loose myself for this shit, man. And right now, it's like, nigga, he got the world against you, nigga. And them niggas, like he said, I ain't got no friends, nigga. Ain't nobody help me when the Kardashians kidnapped my kids, nigga. And like, niggas is kicking him while he down, bro. And to be honest, bro, he ain't said nothing that ain't, like, he ain't said nothing that ain't been the truth. Like, niggas then came out and spoke against him, but they still ain't heard no white person or no Jew say he was wrong.
No, because I don't think these cats be that often what they say, but sometimes I think the rhetoric that centers around some of this shit, because even in the height, a lot of this shit really points towards a lot of shit that Trump has kind of spawned
alluded to
of society and shit. Huh?
A lot of shit that Trump has alluded to.
Yeah, he spawned a lot of this shit, but you get a lot of hate that generates from this shit to where, but it's not just even him, it's with the people who follow behind what an ill-minded dude would say. And they'll follow behind these motherfuckers and act on it. Just like the ignorant motherfucker that broke into Pelosi's house and reacting off. You best believe he reacting off of political rhetoric. That he will be facing his own charges behind doing some stupid shit. He don't know why he hate the Pelosi's. He's just going off of what he hear about somebody he worships within politics. But the shit that they say, it ain't that they're saying hateful shit, but it's just the time in which, like in the environment and shit, where you get a lot of hateful shit, and it's drummed up from a lot of this hate group shit. But it should. The thing is that some of these dudes have to learn what they stand on, but some of it does approach where it comes from a place of hate. A lot of times what the Jewish people may hear, they may react off of shit they hear from Hebrew Israelites in the parks and shit. Some of that shit they may hear from them can be hateful shit, but these dudes have to learn to stand on it, like the Kyries. Engage in intellectual talk. Just don't be defined like you ain't gonna apologize for it. Have the talk, engage with them, and I think that was key when he had the conversation with the commissioner. Sometimes people have to have the conversation, because sometimes people are gonna take wrong with what you state. A person in most situations, that's what turns certain conversations or whatnot bad for people, especially when people aren't fully listening. That's always the problem in communication with conversations, is people don't fully listen. People be quick to be reactionary when they hear shit without letting a person close out the point in which they talk. And therefore, you may not get the full context of where a person comes from. And I think that's what Kyrie maybe should have been afforded the opportunity, but is also in times where he was challenged, he just shut down on it. Like, I ain't apologizing. And apologize ain't to be buck broken and shit. But that fucking, the owner of that team was going a little bit overboard in all the demands and apologies he wanted. And maybe the commissioner needs to deal with the insensitivity of that fucking owner as far as going overboard on apologies and shit. But there's another reason why they ain't staying behind Kyrie, because he does a lot of ignorant shit too.
But you think about it, like, when has America cared so much about the reputation of a minority group of people to where I can't publicly even speak about the truth? Like we hear all these things that is said about, I'm not gonna even say the black, let's just take us out the equation. Let's just talk about, you hear all the negative shit spewed out about the Latin American, the Latinos, Mexican Americans or Mexicans in America. You hear about all that. Like, why isn't anything being said to that? Like you don't see these same things being, like, you don't see that shit being attacked in a manner in which it's being attacked for a man who not even being anti-Semitic. He's just telling the truth. Like, he's like, if he just came out and said some shit that wasn't true, I would not stand by nothing he said. But the nigga didn't even lie though. Like it just leads me to question, what is the real fucking reason why they would want to silence a man, two men that we seen, for mentioning these things, and they not mentioning nothing but the truth.
I don't know what was true in what they mentioning though. I don't know what's true in what they mentioning, and I don't know what's the purpose of what they mentioned. It's almost they mention it to bring hatred towards these people.
Did you listen to Kanye West's whole 3-hour interview?
Yeah, he was saying shit that was really unnecessary. He said a lot of shit that offended. I think the more offensive shit was the shit he said about George Floyd. But it's like a lot of shit in these points that are unnecessary. But this is the other thing. They ain't being censored. They ain't being oppressed. They're being told, listen, man, we can't have that shit associated with what we got running over here with the business. They can speak that kind of shit all day they want. They ain't going to jail. They ain't facing any of that. They just being told, Kyrie ain't really getting nothing. He just was suspended and shit. But Kanye has lost a lot of things with companies that for one, you're a brand. For one, it's certain things you can't talk up. It ain't to say that you ain't got the freedom of speech, but shit, if you got an outcry, an outpouring of people condemning what this person representing your brand is, you can destroy a company, man. These are companies that go through daily transactions on that Wall Street where you see companies lose $400 million in value, $1 billion in value in a single day and shit, based on what people say. That's why they try to keep CEOs out the spotlight. The CEO, there's more than what Kanye, there's CEOs who get removed from these companies all the time. Let some scandal shit come out about these people. And I think that's where people go overboard in reactions of thinking everything related in that world ain't on a racial shit. Now the fact is, do they push the limit on some of that Jewish shit? Hell yeah, they do. But it's time for people to have resistance against that shit.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that whole dynamic of what Kanye spoke about as far as the parallels between Jews and blacks and the differences. But his 3-hour conversation, I found that he spoke about more things that was true and more things that would give reason for a person to think about this thing from a different angle. Because like he said, man, I'm jealous of the Jewish people, that they've been able to rise above their oppression and gain monetary value behind it. Like they've established an economic system, bro, that basically runs this world, bro, and that influences this world greater than any other influential system that we know. And if they was able to do it just off of the Holocaust, why can't blacks do it off of something that was far greater in oppression, in that what we know as the transatlantic slave trade? Like, see, when he started invoking those ideals, it will put a motherfucker that's in a position of power like a Jew to start thinking that, man, he on to something, because he's really identified our model of success and economic levitation. Like, that's a secret, nigga. And you know this secret because you've been in our company. Like, we basically built you into an economic power. So you're not about to take our structure and give it to these niggas. That's why he said, I'm not about to be a treasurer of your secrets. Like, you're not about to tell me how to be financially free and how to be economically powerful and expect me not to tell black people. Like, I'm not going to be that nigga. Like, I'm going to let people know, hey, this is what you got to do. And that's what he's that's basically what he said. Like, and to me, when I really look at what the man did, I asked myself, damn, was he trying to loose himself and free himself of all the responsibility that comes with all these contracts? Like, he was bounded and bound by contracts that I think, quite frankly, he was tired of being a slave to that shit. And yeah, people can say he shouldn't have mentioned George Floyd, but I think he said that because he knew that would get the attention of niggas. Because if you notice, that shit was highlighted more than anything. And if you really delve into the context of what he was saying, he basically only mentioned that it was documented that he wasn't killed by strangulation by the force of the knee, but that there was an argument that he was given fentanyl. That was documented. He didn't even say
in the trial it wasn't, and that's what it was all bullshit. He speaks shit that he doesn't even study. That's the problem with a lot of these dudes. That's the problem I have with them. Why I won't stand and defend none of them, because they make arguments based off of seeing half-ass shit. He based off of a documentary from Candace Owens, manipulative ass. And there's nothing worse than an intelligent person like her who would use their intelligence to fucking misinform people. When they ran that trial, through that whole trial, they stated that he didn't have any level of fentanyl that would have caused anything fatal. It was from that cop sitting on his back, sitting on his back, keeping him in that position where his airway is blocked.
Yeah.
So that's why that cop's sitting in prison. That's why every single cop who was out there is sitting in prison as well.
Of course.
It wasn't his no drug use. Yeah, does he have a history of being a drug addict? Yeah, he does. But a drug addict doesn't just die like that. From the autopsy showing there was an issue of circulation. That cop pinched off his ability.
No, his blood. I agree with that. And that's exactly how he died. But I think Kanye used that point because it was so controversial, and he knew it would catch it would basically snatch the attention and the ear of the black community in which who he was trying to reach. And it did. And it really made me want to listen to everything he had to say, because I seen segments and bit pieces of it, and I was like, man, I need to get this shit in its entirety and really see where he was coming from. And when I heard that he only made mention of that for maybe 10 or 15 seconds, it was like, wow, damn, they really blew this up. This man, he dropped a million other truths in that 3 hours, but he understands the power of media. Understand how powerful Kanye is and the position and influence he has. You know this too, Reggie. Any entertainer, bro, that has been successful in this country, they've done so under the tutelage of the powers that be. Now, these people, like these marketers, these business execs, these people on Wall Street, these big Wall Street people, these CEOs, they put a lot of money in research and studying, like, to where they actually study the thinking and the behavior patterns of certain groups of people and how they can monetize and profit off of this type of thinking. This is what guides and influences, trends. And Kanye, he influenced a lot of trends that were beneficial for a lot of these companies' bottom line. Now, he learned their ways. So again, him being under the tutelage and once the student, he's gotten so successful to where he became a leader in that realm. Now he knows so much that he can be the teacher now. They They gotta make this nigga look like a fool because they see that, oh, this nigga on to something. He know our system because we taught him. We taught him our system. So we gotta shut this nigga up because he might awaken some of them Negroes, and we already know he got what it takes because he's won us over.
But I don't think they worried about none of that. The secrets to the system is open to everybody. It's in books. The laws. People can study laws. Kanye ain't learned shit. Kanye just has an ability of being creative from the aspects of music and from the aspects of fashion design. But when it came down to where they let him do his own thing, did Kanye go about trying to start his own company? No. What did he do? He ran right back to another company, to Skechers, to try to pull off the design for them, rather than doing the LeVar Ball thing and creating his own concepts, doing the things Sway told him. He ain't do any of that. He has a dependence on these people who actually know how to bring things to market, who know how to distribute it. Kanye is just a designer by concept. He has to go work for somebody. He ain't that damn genius. He's creative, yeah. But the thing to say he gave out secrets, there are no secrets. The secrets is in the books. That's like they always say, you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book. A lot of Negroes won't open a book and they won't open it fully. A lot of people get bits of information and they turn angry with the shit. They want to become what they have read. People can't even watch movies without wanting to be a character from a movie. No, watch, enjoy, and be entertained. Watch, enjoy, and apply lessons, because most movies come with lessons, but some people apply it as the reality. You can't put people in front of devices without them wanting to turn that shit into their new world, the reality. It's their metaverse. Like people become so changed with shit. And I think that becomes a problem. Like there ain't no secrets to how to do shit in the world. The problem is people don't know how to do it collectively, or some people gain the information and they want to use it to manipulate.
That's a fact.
But Kanye ain't teaching nobody shit. What he teach? He just said something. There's more. Person just can't say something and you learn something. It takes time to be able to teach. The issue with these dudes is they rush to put shit out. You can't just read one book and say you gain knowledge. Knowledge may take years. Knowledge will take decades. While you go through the years of education before you even passed on the paperwork to approve you of being at this level, graduate level, undergrad, a PhD. You got to put
cycle
work.
Evolution within as well.
Yeah, a lot of people will just throw information out there and don't look at it from all angles. They just take it from the angle in which I like it, sound like this. I'm gonna take this angle and I'm gonna start spewing that.
Because it's
How many
beneficial for
different
me.
angles have you tested this against? And that's why it's always good to engage in conversations that even oppose your ideals, because you have to test your theories on shit. That's the science behind shit.
You're right.
Everything has to be proven.
Yeah, it's a scientific method, man. And yeah, it's a subject matter that's definitely it's got some more things to be played out, and we living in an interesting time, man. And I believe in a period of revelation, and that it's a great awakening period, I believe, man. And it's for me, it's an exciting time to be alive, man. And I'm glad to be able to see a lot of these things, because it really puts light on a lot of things that have been presented to society and public and the world in general with a bunch of falsehoods. So right now we seeing a lot of things. I'm for truth, man, and I believe that a lot of truth is coming to light. And like I said, I'm excited to be living in this time, man. But it's getting late for me, brother. I gotta get some sleep because I gotta get up, man. But I enjoy rapping with you, man. Finally getting the opportunity to rap with you, because I look at your channel, man, and I was off of YouTube for some time, man, and I came back, and I just looked up Fred. I'm like, barbershop conversation. So I just seen your channel, and I looked on. I said, damn, who is this nigga talking about Fred? And I'm listening. I tell Fred, I said, damn, nigga, I've been off YouTube for a minute, man, but Like, what the fuck going on? Like, why? Like, it's a whole new fucking world on YouTube now. Like, you know, first it was LDBC, everybody was vibing and shit. And then I come back and I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? You know? But I said, man, even though this brother is talking crazy to what I think, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know nothing. But I said, let me listen to him. Let me listen to his other shit. And in the process of me doing so, I said, man, this brother's a talented brother. And he actually kind of unbiased on a lot of shit. And I agree with a lot of your views and a lot of your talking points because it's just raw. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I appreciate the truth, man. So,
yes, sir.
For me to you, man, just keep kicking what you kicking, man. I don't know the in-depth detail of you and Fred. Hey, I got love for Fred. I don't know you as much as I know Fred, but I've known you through your channel, and you seem like a good brother. You seem like a genuine brother from talking to you tonight. You're very reasonable, and I can tell you have an in-depth understanding. So you're not stupid at all, nigga. You're intelligent, and I respect that more than anything.
Yes,
so
sir.
Keep doing what you're doing, brother, man. I appreciate the dialogue, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I say, big conversation rules the nation, man. I think it's important for people to talk.
That's a fact.
And always, and also to let people talk and to listen to them and shit. That's why I'm always open. Even when I do my channels and do discussions, just open it, because even where I may think I'm right on some shit, it can be proven wrong with another person's theory. So like talk is always good. But even when people used to be like, man, why you beefing with Fred? And I always had to tell people, because I'm like, you listen across what you hear in talks on here. People have never heard me make anything threatening towards anybody. I just talk and clown. I can be witty to get my point across about talking about somebody. And I always tell people, Fred, my brother, so people don't take it wrong.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, you know, some people, you in some shit and people want to pick sides and be on your sides, want to ride on. Like, it ain't even that far with him. He's still my brother. Another nigga going through something. He need to get himself checked out. It ain't that serious about what he makes shit out to be. And it's like, it's not even a thing where he believe it as truth. He's just hurt behind some shit. But like I always state, Fred's still my brother. He's still my brother. We ain't got to hang with each other to be brothers. But he's always gonna be good because he's a black dude. But he has to stop that hating on other black people shit. I don't like it. I just talk about it. But one day he'll wake up from it, because he's wrong on a lot of that shit. But it don't take to the point where people disagree and be the first thing, nigga, I'm gonna have to go get the gat, nigga, I'm about to kill this nigga.
Yeah, that's uncalled for.
Yeah, and some people do that shit on. I ain't never done that shit with nobody on here.
I listen to you.
Is this? Well, I would say my thing is this: we on computers. What the fuck you look like making a threat to a person?
Yeah,
you do the threatening shit when you see them and shit. Or if they
That's
take
a fact.
offense to your jokes, then you handle it when you see them and shit.
Fact. Right.
So yeah, that's
But yeah,
always my
man.
thing. But I keep shit positive with clown. I know some people can't take a joke, but shit, that's some shit you got to deal with and stand on.
Oh no, it to me, man, it's entertainment, man. Like, a nigga can clown the shit out of me, and if the nigga funny, I'm gonna be like, nigga, you got me, nigga, and hey, it is what it is, man. It's good, nigga. I'm gonna be working on mine against you, nigga. I'm next time we talk, I'm gonna be the nigga that's gonna be clowning, nigga.
Yeah, see, that's that LA shit. Niggas grew up bagging all day.
For
Like, I
real.
can get my ways across rather than being threatening and aggressive and approach. And it's weird to me when I see people on here being aggressive and threatening to people. Like, I always tell people when you start a convo, when people be talking that tough shit, like, listen, homie, we sitting on the computers, you way over on this side of the country. I'm here. We ain't nowhere in the vicinity. You just chill that shit out until you see me. And if you feel that way, then we're gonna deal with it. But outside of that, we can disagree. But also with these things, because a lot of people don't know how to deal with conflict and disagreement. They first things that have aggressive approaches. I think people can learn on how to have critical conversations, or conversations that disagree. Like, people have to learn that conflict resolution. That shit is a big problem, not just for black people, but people in this country and shit.
You right.
And that's the thing I think is unique with the internet. I don't look at the internet as just off top being a bad thing. I think it opens people to have to engage with and interact with people. Otherwise, without shit, you wouldn't.
That's a fact. I agree, man.
But that's all I got, bro. I'm gonna jump up over here too.
Appreciate you, brother. Take care, man. We'll get back at it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Enjoy your night, brother.
Everybody out there.
Likewise.